Good evening, and welcome to tonight's episode of Arcane Adventures. As always, before we jump into tonight's episode, we do have a few session announcements to get through. The first being your weekly reminder that we have quiz questions available every Tuesday and Friday under the post section of our YouTube channel. Also, in conjunction with our quiz questions, we have shorts releasing every Tuesday and Friday as well that highlight the most iconic moments of our session episodes for your lasting enjoyment on the internet. And if you need a recap, the Chapter 8 recap, highlighting and recapping all 19 episodes of Chapter 8 is available right now. So you can go check that out and then continue with us. This is Chapter 9, Episode 2. But if you are catching it from last week, that is also where we left off. So make sure you give that a nice little watch through and then join us here this evening. However, that is all of our session announcements. So we'll go ahead and jump into tonight's episode of Arcane Adventures. And welcome back. Last we left off, Lorem Ipsum departing from the remains of Acadon, returning to the undercity of Provenere, in the realm of the alchemical dungeon of the Bright Shadow, Karamira, who they slayed at a later time. But now the factory remains dormant, quiet, picked through, and as they prepared to ascend to the surface of the city of Provenere, they learned that Owen Dissolve did not return to the city of Provenere with them, instead leaving behind a scroll, letter detailing his departure from the group, taking absence in this moment of grief for himself, and then leaving some supplies to hopefully guide along our intrepid heroes. As our party ascends to Provenere, they find a city different than what they left it. It is quieter. It is more dormant. It is changed from the place that we were not but half a year ago. But in the middle of the night, we headed for the Korthals Chateau, where even in the wee hours of the morning, Bastion manager Marigold Burrows was eager, though unexpecting of our arrival, to see us return. And after letting all of you get a decent night's rest over breakfast the next morning, did she fill you in on the many things that have occurred since you left. Now standing by for your orders to proceed with whatever it is you wish to do. Certainly things to upgrade your property here in Provenere, but also still pending on some decisions that you'll have to make when you return. After dealing with a situation with Shintal the Wise, the father of Kaiko Stormpaw at the Storm Dojo, and some financial troubles that they were in, as well as some personal shopping endeavors, and perhaps one of our individuals, perhaps maybe or maybe not, almost getting in trouble with the law, and then another one of our individuals finding a wonderful book to read, and I promise nothing else happened. Stop asking me about it. But reconvening at the Coastal Chateau, we have decided now to pay a visit to Professor Larson Archulets of the Claremorth University, in which Altrix had uncovered that the note that Professor Archulets sent to all of you that said he would like to request your presence for a tea party was not, in fact, a tea party, but instead something much more urgent that he needed to speak with you about at the earliest possible convenience for yourselves. That is where we will pick up this evening with Chapter 9, Between the Threads, Episode 2, Tea Party and Jailhouse. It is mid-afternoon as all of you are departing here from the Coastal Chateau. Marigold Burrows is waving you out to the door, still with a eager smile on her face as she is making new friends and greeting old ones, and much happier now that you are home and giving them a sense of direction as you are their employers, but also their friends. And as you begin to head across the city, you make way for Claremorth University, the wonderful, large building on the southwestern side of town. It towers over the surrounding neighborhoods, a place that Zeiros recognizes as familiar, as they were just here not but a few moments ago. But as you make your way across, does anybody have anything else they would like to do or discuss, or anything that needs to happen before we get into the actual building itself?
Is Pura with them, or is he somewhere
Yes, Pura is with all of you are together.
Okay.
Did you add the 200 gold that I gave you?
Not yet.
Okay, make that 750
Yeah.
for you, Jared, just because you're also getting from the Bastion as well.
So 750 in total.
Yes.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you.
Okay.
Sizik,
Yes.
how are you feeling?
Cold.
Well, aside from that, because that staff is obviously cursed, do you feel all here? Do you feel lightheaded, anything like that?
I feel like people.
I thought those Tabaxi men died. Where are they now?
I've got new ones.
Paloma, this is an issue. I'm sorry, Sizik. Go ahead.
I was going to say I feel much more. Actually, much less able to listen to people. I feel far more irritable. Less like me.
Do you like, as in, you're just having an off day, or something's in your head?
No, just like the longer I am around the stick, the more I feel cold.
Well, we did find it in the Never Free Spire, so I assume it's cold.
No, like emotionally cold.
Being possessed by the Blizzard Wizard?
You joke.
Perhaps.
Do you feel like you're not here, kind of cold, or more just dead to the world?
More like I am starting to care less about people and their problems.
Oh.
I doubt it, but have you tried putting it down?
I don't want to.
Gotcha.
Like, you don't want to, or the staff doesn't want to?
Yes.
Okay.
Does the staff talk to you?
No.
We should
Does
probably...
it talk to you, Sizik?
No. It does not
Hmm.
talk to me.
We should probably ask Professor Archulets about that while we're there.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
He probably knows more about cursed objects than we do.
Well, I was trying to set up a way. Hopefully, after we are done seeing the professor, I'll be able to do it and get rid of the staff.
Would you like to clue us in on that, or is that something that you need to keep under wraps?
I just feel as if I can strengthen my resolve, and I've already have Zeiros is going to help. That afterwards I can break free of it, if that makes sense.
I hope it will be as easy as it seems. Unfortunately, we don't have the medical supplies stuff that expert surgeon Paloma had back in Akadon.
We'll figure it out. Probably.
If you need any more help, just let me know. I'd be happy to help. Addictions are very hard.
It is no addiction. I just do not want to see it be with anyone else.
I was about to say, first of all, I don't think this is an addiction. Second of all, I don't think you're quite the type to give advice on that, Pura.
Well, I'm just trying to be here for one of my buddies, okay?
I understand
if he needs help, I'll help.
And with that, after perhaps a brief period of silence, a little standoff between Vellmon and Pura as you walk and talk. But as your conversations begin to wrap up, you arrive at the multi-story Claremorth University. Zeiros recognizes it as familiar, as do most of you, minus Genevieve and Marek, who have not per se actually been here. But those of you that are familiar with Claremorth University are quite familiar that Professor Larson Archulets finds his office on the 3rd floor. So as you walk in, a wonderful foyer, a massive chandelier hanging down, you find a spiraling staircase that leads up to the right half of the building and into a much quieter private hall where many of the professors seem to have their offices here. And as you pass by one, there is a copper plate that reads Professor Larson Archulets, and underneath it, Professor of Ancient History and Archaeology is written on his nameplate. But the door is slightly ajar, a small crack from it, but you can tell the lights are on the inside. And I'll let you all decide where you go from there.
I'll knock on the door before pushing it open.
Okay. And as you are knocking, there is the kind of startling response, not expecting you to push open the door. But before he can actually speak, the door pushes open from Paloma, and standing there is a man that most of you recognize as familiar, though his white, bushy hair is even more Albert Einsteinian, more just kind of spiked in different directions, like he hasn't brushed it in several days. Unfortunately, he looks perhaps a bit more frantic, but still very much the beloved professor that we have come to encounter several times. And he recognizes all of you, but doesn't say anything. Instead, he mouths the words to all of you. And so I will let you all independently decide if your own characters are good at reading lips, but I think that all of you can get the general point across amongst yourselves. And he mouths the following to you: "We can't speak freely here in my office. Come, walk with me." And then he motions to follow him as he walks towards the door and does not say anything to all of you.
Are my ears clogged?
No, he told us to follow him.
The
tea party is somewhere else.
Okay.
He leads you down back to the 1st floor and out the back door of the university into the gardens, the actual campus grounds. There's a wonderful fountain, very elegant in its design of marble. There are small hedged shrubs, some flower beds in this area, a couple of statues of perhaps famous individuals that have taught here, or great teachers or philosophers of knowledge. But he gets far enough away from the building before he actually speaks to all of you. "I apologize for my quietness. It is...
Okay, so it wasn't just me. He just wasn't talking.
No. We cannot speak freely in my office at all at this current time."
Why?
Yes, well, firstly, there are ears everywhere at this point. But I'm glad to see all of you in one piece. I see that you've also brought new companions. Are they to be trusted with the information that I must tell all of you?
Probably.
Yeah.
Very well. Formal introductions aside, my name is Professor Larson Archulets, as he looks over to Zeiros and Genevieve and Marek. I see that you found yourself in the company of this intrepid group of adventurers, but I will ask for your introductions if you choose to give them at a later time, but I have much news and unfortunately not much time to give it to you. I have completed my analysis of the fragmented arcane devices that you have brought me. They are, without question now, the components of the Binds of Rhyme. After verifying my findings with several former colleagues of mine, I have learned that these pieces were remnants of an incident at Rime Hollow Gate that occurred years ago. They have been stored securely, well, or so it was thought, in the archives of the Vicari in Bruntero. Yet, at some point, they were stolen, and somehow they seem to have found their way here to Provenere. Interestingly, though, the actual device was replaced and is actually in use today at Rime Hollow Gate. So I'm interested to know why anyone would go to such lengths to steal the broken and non-functional pieces of already replaced technology. As for the tome that you had all brought me, my research has actually led to a quite shocking discovery. I believe them to be the ascendant rites of the Arcane Apotheosis Ethereum. The fact that it is actually resurfaced here is frankly nothing short of miraculous. I've contacted some of my most trusted friends, who are reputable scholars and archivists across the world, and all have confirmed its legitimacy with shock. However, the tome cannot actually be read without a proper companion artifact. And what that device is, or where it may in fact be, I simply do not know. I wish that that were the end of the matter, but unfortunately the rest is less encouraging. 22 days ago, the research storage vault here at the university was accessed by individuals who had no right to be there. They claimed affiliation with the Gilded Order, as I'm sure you've run into them sometime by being in the city now, and Headmistress Afino Claremorth admitted them into the vault without so much as verifying their credentials, which is completely unlike her. They removed hundreds of documents and historical records, research notes, and the tome itself in its lockbox. Only the Binds of Rhyme remain in my possession because they are stored in my office, not in the vault.
Thought the book was stored in your office.
Yes, and I moved it to keep it out of sight while we were investigating it so that nobody would be able to track it, even if they were to track it in my office where we first opened the box. Unfortunately, that seems to be a poor judgment that I could not have foreseen. To be quite honest with all of you, something about all of this is deeply troubling. My suspicions have begun to shift towards several of the former council members, Afina Claremorth among them. My suspicions, at least in that end, have led me to consult with Vilas Kinper. I believe that you have actually encountered him. He is the former attendant of Madame Cleo Genorum. He is still in the employ of Consilas Keep. He informed me that, he informed me discreetly, that the Gilded Order has actually never conducted an investigation into the vault, which means that the individuals who accessed it were imposters, disguised, prepared, and with a precise understanding of what they wanted. While pursuing those leads, I've also uncovered that certain former council members, most notably Sir Athaltos Steele, has actually been canceling long-standing agreements and forging new contracts with companies based out of Phyrexia and Extalis, Oceavester, Hastara, and Elatar Bay. This information, too, was provided by Vilas, who warned me that sharing it may put himself, and I, for that matter, and I suppose now by extent all of you, at great risk. He believes the Gilded Order themselves have begun spying on, everyone, tracking movements, intercepting communications, and tightening its hold on the city of Provenere. Some of which I could argue is speculation, but a lot of which I could agree is fact. What once has been a vibrant city of trade and growth has in mere months become and been reshaped into a hub of surveillance and governance under martial law. And none of this sits well with me. And I fear it will sit even less well with you. It is for that reason we could not speak in my office, because I fear that they have begun to spy on all of us.
You said Steele opened up new contracts in Phyrexia?
Amongst other places, yes.
I thought they already had contracts there.
Yes, they're forging new ones with companies based out of that location. That's what's shocking.
Do you happen to have a description of these individuals who raided the vault?
No, they did look like Gilded Order operatives, which is quite a frequent sighting nowadays. But other than that, any more specific details, unfortunately, I have been deprived of.
Is there a way we can access those records or find them?
Well, if we could find who actually took them and where they took them to, then yes, I suppose it is possible. Unfortunately, we have no leads, or at least I say we, I have no leads, and neither does Vilas. I would speak to Headmistress Clormorth, however, I believe perhaps she might be in on it, as they say. So I would not trust her to investigate any further because she's the one that gave them access to it, so obviously she believed that they deserved to have that knowledge available.
Where do her allegiances lie? Is she from Provias or Pending? I gotta remember the name of the other country.
I understand your question. I unfortunately don't fully know. I believe her family has some ties to Oshivester or Hydroxylvexin, but I don't know if that is where her personal loyalties lie. That has never actually come up in conversation, and I've always considered myself at least a decent acquaintance of the headmistress. She's the one that hired me to work here in the first place. But we've never had a friendship, just an acquaintanceship. So unfortunately, I don't have any other details.
This is all good information to know, I guess, but what do we do with it?
That is the question, I suppose. I am stuck wondering what exactly to do with that forward. I suppose I can return the binds of rhyme to you if they are of any value to you. If not, I can store them in my office, but they don't really particularly have any value to me either. Again, I mentioned that they are broken and they've already been replaced, so I'm sure whoever they were stolen from also has no particular worth in them either.
What did you call the tome again?
Yes, I believe it to be the Ascendant Rites of the Arcane Apotheosis Ethereum.
And can you explain what that means in common?
Right. To my understanding, it is a pinnacle artifact left over from the Prime City, Frimheim. It was believed to have been used or created by the divine to aid perhaps the worthiest of mortal individuals in ascension. Though it has been lost since the dawn, the Prime City was lost as well, so which would have been at the start of Ascension Wars. I have spent a great deal of my career studying such ancient civilizations, so I would consider myself a subject matter expert on Frimheim, but unfortunately, myself amongst most of my colleagues have all been pursuing Frimheim to no avail, and I would gander to agree that most people, since it disappeared, have been trying to find it. The knowledge alone left in Frimheim would be invaluable.
And by ascension, are you referring to godhood?
Yes, that is what is believed to have been the use of it. But again, I also mentioned that the deities that allegedly crafted it designed it so that you would have to have both pieces, one to read it and one the actual tome itself. So even though the tome was taken, I would even go as far to say stolen at this point, unless somebody has access to that long missing artifact. just like we did not have access to it, it is functionally useless.
What else would have been important in the archives for them to take everything?
The research notes of just about every professor that has come through here, those current in employment and those in former, along with other artifacts that we perhaps have studied throughout the years, whether they are material or just knowledge, any book or contents of information that would have been perhaps not available for public access, and those including requested by the Council of Provenere to be stored outside of public access, would also have been contained within the vault. So a great lengthy list of items, tomes, and research notes have been commandeered by the Gilded Order, even though it is, unless Vilas is not purview to that information, they didn't actually take it. Which means it's likely not at Consilas Keep either.
And apparently there's a new ancient civilization, Frenheim.
Well, not new. Frimheim disappeared somewhere, maybe 7,000, 8,000, even 9,000 years ago. It's hard to place the exact amounts, but it was the first city of Aletheia. The place that the goddess of Aletheia walked herself, the first place her foot touched down, according to ancient legend, when she stepped foot on the world she had made. Now, I'm not much of a believer in the divine myself, at least not a worshipper, I should say. But to locate it would be wonderful. But everyone has tried and no one has succeeded.
Am I the only one who would rather avoid another ancient city?
I second that.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
You say
If it can be helped.
You say another ancient city.
Details that aren't
Long
important right now.
story. In any case,
Ekadon.
just slowly turning over to Marek, just could you read the room?
Let's see.
Do we need to put you outside the garden?
No.
Genevieve and Vellmon and Zeiros and Paloma, the four of you can very, very clearly tell that his demeanor has suddenly shifted in a moment. The rest of you, again, you can glare at Marek instead, but you can see that he almost is lost for words. Clears his throat. I'm sorry. Did you say Akadon?
No. Look.
Yes.
He's been having these crazy dreams lately. I mean, I can't even explain it. I'm not really one who really knows all that history stuff. But
He got hit on the head very hard.
yes, very much so.
Make a deception check at disadvantage, Genevieve. Michelle praying to the dice.
Don't be Pura.
Not one.
It doesn't work.
16.
16. Okay. Not bad. Well, I have only read about Akadon a couple of times in my lifetime. So, if you have found it, that would be a accomplishment in itself. But I understand even if you perhaps have not. Someone can be an aspirant, at least. Nonetheless, that does not particularly concern what we're talking about, unless you know something that I do not, which, by very nature of our friendship, I suppose, I would say that you very much do. But that is, again, outside of the realm and scope of what I care to know about.
So, to summarize, the book is gone, and outside of a couple suspicions, we don't know who took it.
Yes, someone who posed very well as the Gilded Order, but is not the Gilded
Okay.
Order, to my knowledge.
Furthermore, the Binds of Rhyme still have, though we're not really in any position to make any advances on that front.
Sure. Unless you, I guess, unless you wanted to, out of the kindness of your own souls, deliver it back to the Vakari, then I suppose it is perhaps useless to all of us.
No, screw those guys.
I would agree, but that is my personal opinion.
I think we're wanted by them.
No, that's not good, but
Yeah, so
you do understand
that-
that the Gilded Order works underneath them, correct? Like the
Yeah, but some
Okay.
tells me that they don't have that great a communication.
Also, last we heard, the Guild Order's acting on their own right now.
Well,
Yes.
that to my knowledge they are as well. And Vilas could perhaps provide more detail on the exact movements, though he might be reluctant to do so. But they are still on the authority of both the Vakari and the Wave God, as well as the Chancellor, the Monsignat, and the Aquatoria. So they have quite a bit of backing.
So, in terms of actual items at this time, we can speak to Vilas regarding greater understanding of the city and its current state, but what else?
Pardon me for interrupting your train of thought. The last time I saw all of you, you were departing to do some investigative work. Did you come across anything? I've been not seen you in several months.
Did we tell him?
Well, we found more associates of those who committed the attack here. They've been taken care of. So,
All right.
hard to say exactly what more there is. I believe we kind of hit a bit of a dead end on that front. I don't know if we won, per se. Something tells me I don't think we have, though.
And you had also headed to Pickle Pines to investigate the crashed airship, yes?
Yes, nothing valuable left by the time we got there. I guess more references to whatever this group is, but again, we've kind of resulted in a bit of a dead end on that front.
Have we shown him the Blue Moon group?
More symbol. No leads.
You said Blue Moon.
Group.
You have some kind of identifying information about any of this group that may be responsible for the murder of several citizens?
A symbol.
A symbol. But
Have you conveyed that information to anyone else?
Everyone we have has no idea what it is.
even supposedly in the origins of wherever they're from.
Interesting. Well,
Though I suppose... Nah. I know our evidence also pointed toward Eltard Bay. We've yet to be there, but...
Well, we know now that some who are responsible are from there.
Yeah.
If there is anything you need from me going forward. It will take longer than what it has in the past, but I am still fully equipped to handle any of your requests should it be necessary.
Can you
I
take
hand
a
him a
look
piece
at
of
this
paper.
stick?
Okay, hold on. So, Vellmon, you're handing him what?
A piece of paper. You already know what it is.
No, I don't. I need you to clarify.
Instead of me asking him all the shit I asked you, it's on a piece of paper asking him, so we can just
okay. Got it.
put
Okay,
that under
understood.
the...
And then, Paloma, you are asking him to look at his stick.
The
Okay.
staff
Okay.
that
what-
Sizik has.
Oh, that stick. Oh, that's a quite nicely designed stick. I don't know if I'd call it that.
Do you like his stick?
No. All right. Sizik, may I hold it? Or...
No.
Yeah, he doesn't want to put it down or let it go.
All right, I can understand that, especially if it's valuable. Do you mind if I analyze it, at least from a distance?
That is fine.
Interesting. And he begins to kind of look it over for a moment. Doesn't really do much other than just looking at it. Well, it seems to be constructed of quite high quality material. I doubt you'd wish to sell it, but I'm sure you could fetch a decent price for it, should you choose to do that. Unfortunately, it does seem to be radiating some kind of magic, which I am not particularly apt to detect. So, I can't help you much in that regard, and unfortunately, I don't recognize it, at least off the top of my head, to any particular symbol or inscription that I've seen in my studies before. It is unfamiliar to me. I apologize. I can look further into it if you'd like me to, but...
Yeah, we found it in the possession of the Blizzard Wizard in the Frostbitten Wastes.
I'm sorry, the who?
The Blizzard Wizard?
She stutter.
I never heard of the Blizzard Wizard. You also went to the Frostbitten Waste. Why would you do that?
Hunt down the Blizzard Wizard.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We hunted down and killed the Blizzard Wizard.
I don't know how much more straightforward it could be.
No,
The place with the big blizzard, that's where the Blizzard Wizard is.
No, I mean, that makes logical sense. I just don't know why there will be a wizard out in Frostbitten Waste, to my
Well, why do you
knowledge.
think there's a magical blizzard there?
And also, there isn't any more. We killed him.
Oh,
It was so hard to understand to your professor.
Yes, of course. Yes.
This,
well,
this
I
poor
can-
man.
I can look further into this stick that you have, but I cannot promise any beneficial studies, but I can try if you'd like me to.
Yeah, sure.
Um,
Figured it's worth asking since it's clearly evil and cursed.
oh, it's evil and cursed. Is that why Sizik is refusing to let go of it?
Mm-hmm. Probably.
Oh. That is a problem that you should probably address with a arcanist that I have you talked to Madame Lepori?
Have you talked to Madame Lepori, Sizik?
No.
You might want to do that. Also,
Didn't you go to her shop the other day?
today?
Or today?
I mean, I talked to her, but not about getting rid of the curse.
No, I understand. It's just fine. Also, another important arcanist you might check with is Madame Denorum. Have you all left with her? Did you not?
She turned
She's
into
a wall.
Yeah.
What?
And she's racist. The tieflings, apparently.
No.
Where
She
did
sucked
you get
both
that
me
idea?
at... Because she
That
tried to
was
consume
not-
both me and Evidin? Only us two?
That
Because
wasn't
you were
Madame
standing
Denorum.
next to
That's
the
fine.
wall.
That was not Madame.
It wasn't Madame Denorum, but that's okay.
Yeah, she became.
it was
she
wall
became
now.
a
That was
wall.
the wall that ate Madame Janor.
The same wall.
No, she
Yep.
is the wall.
No,
Sure.
No,
the
they're
wall
in the
ate
wall.
her and
By
she
the wall.
became the wall.
Look,
Sorry.
I'm sorry, we don't have any more details on this front. They became a wall, we kind of left.
What about Officer Flynn?
He went to investigate the whole
Yeah.
Madame Janor in a wall thing.
A skeleton
So you-
dude showed up.
so
He's
you-
kind of an asshole.
A skeleton dude. Okay. You've had quite some adventures in the time that you've been away. So you don't know if Madame Janorum is alive, is my understanding.
She's alive, but we do not know
I
her
mean, last
whereabouts.
we checked, they were just in the wall in Pajakin.
I've never heard of anyone being in a wall and living, but to each their own, I suppose. Regardless, that does explain why she has not returned. Interesting. Well, that is disheartening. I know the citizens have been eagerly looking forward to her return. In fact, I had several questions I wanted to ask her as well, but that time has since passed. Anyway, nonetheless.
I love explaining things as poorly as possible.
Yeah, y'all are awful in
At
terms
the end
of
of the day,
information.
that last part was the truth.
It was still badly explained.
What do you mean? We have no more details.
We literally have nothing
They
else to give.
magically became a wall.
Yeah, could have said teleportation mishap. That would have honestly been easy.
He doesn't understand magic, so that would have meant nothing.
He doesn't. But like, just in terms of the thing, it's fine.
Here's the thing: we don't know if that was because of the teleportation or it was just some other shit. I don't know.
Sure.
The wall was hungry.
Vellmon, he begins to look over the paper that you've written. You have quite a lengthy list of inquiries on here. You are interested in Phyrexia, yes. My understanding is that Phyrexia is a mining settlement that has a long history of civil conflicts. There have been numerous accounts of the fighting between the people, and one particular event happened after the penultimate, to my understanding. The town actually fractured into two smaller ones, but they could not, because they couldn't agree on whether to mine the mountain or if they should retain the stunning scenery of the landscape that they inhabited. Though mining does provide the most livelihood in Phyrexia and a few small farming ventures, I suppose, but it's further up in the mountains, so farming isn't as beneficial as it is here in Provenere. However, because it's been a long time standing mining town, it's also been an important trade route off the path of the Royal Road, which connects Elatar Bay to Brontero. It is also the only known location that offers a pathway up towards the Astrosphere, which is an observatory up in the Adderwell Peaks. Unfortunately, I don't have any information regarding an assassination of a Talus Morley that you have listed here on this page. Drornog Roth, he was a key figure, I believe, that united Phyrexia during its latest civil conflict. I believe he accomplished such by functionally softly unionizing the mining workers. Despite the house loyalties that they held, he gave them a popular voice and then leveraged that against the nobility to get them to work with him. Especially because, I suppose, by ending their conflicts, they would actually have gotten more work done and go back to mining. The agreement, I believe, was to keep the surface of Phyrexia beautiful, at least on its face, but then to actually expand the city of Phyrexia further into its mountain. I'm not quite sure what happened after that, but I do know that I believe there is some kind of celebration that references Mr. Roth with a festival that occurs every year, but I don't really have any more details on that. In terms of the lower half of your page, I don't know who Karamira is or any of her colleagues you have listed here, or their connection with Vicarant nor Dissolve, although that is quite a scandal that you perhaps maybe have uncovered. I would refer you to the Claremont University Library for information regarding any assassinations or other historical accounts. Though I would tell you to err on the side of caution, though, because, as I've mentioned already, there are some eyes on everything. And I've already told you to talk to Vilas, possibly for information regarding the current economic and political states of places both in and outside of Provenere, and the whereabouts and dealings of former council members that they may have ties to. But I must note that Vilas has clearly expressed that by releasing any private information, he is in direct opposition of the Gilded Order, that is his immediate supervisors, and that does put his job in jeopardy and also risk severe criminal punishment from the Gilded Order should they find out anything of that sort is occurring. So I would refer you to him with that understanding to do so on necessary grounds, only if it is pertinent to whatever you are doing. I wish I could offer you more, but that is all I know off the top of my head at the moment.
We already know that the Gilded Order is relying on sendings and letters that are being sent out. Are they able to read anything from just any book, or do they have scrying eyes just floating around the place?
I do not know. The Gilded Order has, even more so than the former Council of Provenere, kept their dealings quite under control. They release a bi-weekly update to the citizens in the newsletter, but it is typically what I would call the closest thing to propaganda as I've ever seen. It's not very helpful. Usually it's safety this, safety that, please comply with our orders, and nothing more of actual value about what they're doing. I do know that they have installed some kind of machinery inside the Claremorth University, and I believe they've also begun doing that elsewhere, but I don't know what that machinery is for, or what it actually does, or why they would put it here. Vilas might know more details, but again, exercise caution.
Well, do you all have anything else for the professor?
I do not believe so.
Before you take your leave, to go back to this group that you spoke of, you believe them to be in conjunction with the terrorist attacks that occurred in the city several months ago?
Quite frankly,
Yes.
we didn't know exactly. All we know is they crashed their ship, had that symbol on it. But we haven't been able to find any actual ties anywhere else relating them to that.
Sure. Would you like me to keep a lookout for any of those symbols in my studies?
Sure.
Of course.
Is there any possible way you could get me a copy of such a symbol? I believe
I think one of them has it.
Can I just
Yes, I believe-
draw it on a piece of paper for him?
Yeah, sure, you're gonna have to do that. I believe I've seen it before on that that box that you covered the tome in, I believe. But I don't have that to reference anymore, so this was the same symbol that was maybe mentioned on the side of that airship you went to investigate in Pickle Pines, yes? I
That's
believe
what it is.
they described it as a blue moon symbol.
Yep.
Interesting. Paloma, you're quite the artist. This is
Thanks.
a wonderful drawing. I will keep an eye out for it. Unfortunately, again, any inquiry or routine academic work is now risking unwarranted attention from the Gilded Order. And though I'm doing my best to be optimistic about their presence in the city, I will need a couple of weeks to perhaps uncover something worthwhile. If I do, or when I do, I should say, we'll speak again. But until then, all of you stay safe, stay inconspicuous, and if you do insist on pursuing any further investigations on your own, I would once again advise you to do so with extraordinary caution. But until we see each other again, best of luck and stay safe. And he will kind of begin to separate himself, walking through the gardens, making it look like he was just out here getting a breath of fresh air, and return to the building itself, leaving all of you outside to converse amongst yourselves alone for a moment. There are a couple of students across the gardens, but they're not within earshot of you if you were to speak quietly. Or you can do whatever you want after that.
We're just really fucked over, aren't we?
I'd say that was
Hey.
incredibly boring.
I know that Marek and I, joining the group so recently, have maybe not have the most context to the type of work y'all have done before we joined y'all. But from the conversation we just had, I can't help but just let you know how familiar some of the things that were discussed, specifically with the mysterious people, maybe taking some things that belong to you. Those things sound very familiar to me, and I'm
Familiar
sure
as in-
Mirek-
Familiar as in just same kind of vibe, or familiar as in the exact same thing has happened to you?
No. We probably have been on a few
How familiar is it you
missions.
participated?
Not as in we participated, but we probably have colleagues who did.
So, Marek, next time please keep your mouth shut, unless you have something to actually give to the conversation.
No
We're trying-
promises.
We were trying to keep
Don't think there's
Hackathon
any
under.
thing to add. So sometimes there's things we shouldn't add.
Potato, tomato.
Those
We
are
got
two
here.
completely different things.
Yeah, exactly.
If you haven't realized by now, Mirek is honest to a fault. You can count on me to not tell the truth to any oncomers you don't want certain information to, but this one, you're not going to get the same result.
Well, I guess to establish precedent. Archelaus is someone we trust, however, Akadon is something we should keep to ourselves.
Understood.
After all, your former boss wanted to know what and where it was, so.
I do kind of want to see him though, so I'm just kidding.
Your former boss? Or
Yeah,
the goods?
good old Genevieve's papa.
Why, you want revenge?
Do
If
for
you want
us.
revenge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's time. It might be time for get back. Not like I'm saying we should draw attention to, but
I think we've had enough of that in this group.
maybe a little bit.
Thanks to no one in particular.
Yeah,
We can circle back around to taking care of those who are ne'er-do-wells. I believe we need to first resolve our current situation. Primarily being the current, I don't know if threat is the right word, but oversight of the Gilded Order.
I don't know about you, but I feel like Sizik's a little more pressing matter.
Well, I don't know how I can contribute to that, so perhaps we split up. I will...
What do the Gilded Order look like?
Speaking of that, actually, you see coming in, just kind of clipping the corner of the university as the gardens are behind the building, but you can see the main road from the front side, and you can see a squad of Gilded Order soldiers, Marek, like you have seen before, marching down, just in a typical formation, walking, patrolling the streets. There's 8 of them. As they're just marching down, and then they actually pass by a different group walking the other direction. And then you therein have your answer to that question.
We should stay out of the sight of the Gilded Order for no particular reason.
Did you get in trouble?
What did you do?
We've been
When
here
he's
one
not being
day.
forthcoming, he definitely did something to get in trouble.
Okay,
You've been here less than a day, Marek.
Look, I
Rancor,
was
we
looking-
cannot put this past even ourselves. Alright.
I was looking around, and 2 guys walked up to me, and they were trying to touch me, and I didn't want them to. I told them to. They
Again,
didn't.
He's not wrong.
y'all just have a happenstance of explaining things in the worst possible context.
Alright, well,
Normally, I would
as-
say insight check, but he's telling the truth.
as odd as that is, you know what? looking around, I was just about to ask how they could afford to have so many troops here. I feel like, if it was that easy, the Red Shielders would have done it. So if they start recruiting out of prisons, that would make sense.
Yeah. So anyways, I shoved both of them, which could technically probably be considered assault because I pushed both of them probably a good 10 or 15 feet each away from me. So, yeah.
Okay. Well,
Right.
let's just pretend that didn't happen, and we're going to carry on with our normal business. Primarily because I feel like the rest of us can still probably interact with the Gilded Order without getting in trouble.
No promises. I didn't even say nothing, and they were trying to arrest
by
me.
any chance implicate us? Like, did this happen like right across the street from the house, and they watch you run in?
No, it was pretty far away. I was at the Coliseum. No, wait, hold on. I wasn't at the Coliseum.
It's a Coliseum.
Was
It's called,
I was at the Coliseum
it's
looking
called
for
Chivalry's Round, but yeah.
Yeah, I was at Chivalry's Round, and I was looking for a fight, and apparently I found one. So, anyways, it's far enough away from the house that we should be okay.
Mr. Mason, didn't they literally go up to Consilas Keep after?
Yeah, but y'all live on the other side of Consilas Keep, so Greg is unaware if he was followed or not. But speaking just as game master to players of also interacting with the other order, might I also remind you all that you do have someone that you might be interested in getting out of custody from the Gilded Order.
Yes.
If you so choose,
You're just saying that so the name of the video doesn't make sense.
I thought we were just going to hire a new librarian.
Yeah. I mean, you can. You absolutely can.
Do we really need her?
She has. Wow. First of all, rude. She's your employee. Second of all, to your knowledge,
like any other employee.
Yeah. Wow.
She is a criminal.
God damn, man.
Wow. Yeah. You know what? I'm not even gonna further comment. I'll just let you guys deal with it yourselves.
We do need to at least see what she's arrested for. If she's arrested for like petty theft, then okay, we can bail her out. If she's arrested for something a lot more severe, then sorry, bitch.
Should we also try to recover any of the tomes or anything that was stolen?
We'll get right on that.
Yeah. Pura, why don't you start the investigation on that?
I mean, I'm just posing the question to the group. We don't have to. But
we should probably get out of the garden and somewhere a little more secure before we keep talking about our plans.
Yes, we would like to, but we don't know where to begin on that.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Mr. DM, have you seen my message?
It's Dungeon Lord.
I'll take all kinds of names.
Dungeon Daddy is the one that I prefer.
I'll take that
Jimmy
one.
Dungeon?
Yeah, I'll take that one.
John Dungeon Master.
Master John?
Alright, sorry, Michelle. I did respond to your message. My bad.
Are those messages also being watched by the Gilded Order?
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Every message is being watched by the Gilded Order. That's correct. All right.
So they know you took almost 40 minutes to respond to mine. Very cool.
Yes. Sorry.
I left them on red.
Yeah, I didn't leave them on red. I just didn't read it.
Even worse.
You left them undelivered.
Yeah, undelivered. Sorry.
All right. All right. So right now, Sizik's and his stick.
Mm-hmm.
We have a librarian in custody, as well as just figuring out our stance with the Gilded Order. And by extent, our place in the city.
Should we investigate the vault where all of the stuff was hidden and taken from?
We could, though I do think that would draw some suspicion towards us. We would not have access to it normally, and
if we get access from Rancor, that would be bad.
He again could give it to us, but that would again maybe draw some ire.
We should
If
probably
we
focus on.
happen to have an opportunity to take a look, Marek and I could be possibly helpful. We may know some general things to look out for. Just some things some of our previous colleagues might have left behind that they didn't know that they left behind.
Perhaps, again, it could maybe hurt, though again, it did sound like everything of value was taken. Though again, if something was left behind, that could be useful.
We should probably
maybe-
focus on
Maybe
anything that's not going to get us in trouble, aka Sizik, looking into librarian, stuff like that, before we try doing anything more illegal or not in favor of the Gilded Order. So if, and let's be honest, when something happens, we don't have anything else that we leave behind.
Yeah.
all right.
Okay.
So we are going to try and assist this city with its issues that are happening, is my takeaway.
That's
The best of our ability.
Yeah.
Why?
we kind of have a stake in here now.
We live here. And
We can move.
We
Wait.
don't have to. We can just leave. It's not our city, not our problem. Why risk ourselves when we can just go?
Oh dear.
Well, Sizik, you're free to do as you wish, but my family is here, and I'd rather not have them run away from their new home after just making it here.
There are plenty of other places to live and live in that are not under some horrible order, or maybe constant spying, or
And also, they've been here for a
issues
few
of
months now, so like maybe they're
ancient
bored of this.
artifacts.
Look, if you don't solve a problem and you just run away from it, it will come for you.
Who's to
Okay.
say?
Hmm.
To them, we
My
are nothing. Why would they follow us? Their stake is in the city.
It's not about us.
I don't know. In my
They
experience,
just-
running away is like the best solution for a problem.
Okay, well, you have a little bit of an up game on that than we do. A little unfair.
I can guarantee you that this problem won't just stay here.
Not to mention, it's a bit of a problem we created.
We did not bring Gilded Order here. They came on their own accord.
It was created
Fair.
as a result of our outburst against the Council of Provenere.
I don't believe it was my outburst. It was more because of the attack on Provenere that they saw that the council wasn't doing their job. I don't remember us having a voice
And
in
who
that decision.
publicly called them out in front of the entire city?
I called that Mox Flynn in front of his face. I don't remember doing that in front of the city.
We did. Bit of a collective. And as a result, with everyone watching, the council hastily decided to transfer power away from themselves and called upon Fenere and, well, Provias. And the result of that has been this Gilded Order.
That outcome would have happened regardless of who it was that called them out. Just because it was one of, if not any number of us, does not inherently mean it was our fault. They're the ones who chose to ask the other places for help. Not us. Why are you making this our problem?
Because it is our problem. Every problem is our problem. If it
That's
is
how problems
hurting
work.
others and we have the power to do something about it, then it's our problem.
No, it's
Other
not.
people have the power to deal with it. Why does it have to be us?
Well, clearly they fucking don't.
They do. They choose not to. It's all a choice. You are choosing to put yourself at risk for people who don't even know your name.
Okay.
Is that not what you've done for other people, Sizik?
What?
Granted,
I did
not at this scale. Have you not done the same thing for people, Sizik? Granted, not at this scale, but you have put yourself out by your own choice to help others. You did it for me.
Yeah, but you know his name.
Okay.
And he specifically
Alright.
said people who don't know Altrix's name.
What about the first time? Huh? The first time when they took the airship and were dropping those gas canisters across the city. We went up there to stop them. Why did we do that? We could have just left the city.
Because there were people that we knew that were in danger.
Also, we were getting paid.
And we were getting paid.
Granted, I'm not trying to force or influence y'all to stay. Well, I guess I kind of am. We've got Marigold. We've got all the others who have been here working for us. Even though we haven't been here in months, they have been doing so diligently.
Because
for
they are
us.
getting paid.
Okay,
And they get
yes,
housing.
Sure.
Is that the only reason to do anything for you? To get paid?
Okay.
Why
Why
else would you
don't
do it?
Why did I give you a new leg? Why did I build you a new eye? I didn't get paid for those. I lost money on those. But I did it happily because that's just what you fucking do.
Yeah, for people that you
Altrix.
know and you care about.
Exactly.
And how do you...
Altrix, try and calm down.
The problem is a lot deeper than just the Order.
That's true.
There are powers and people that have a large hand in things that are going on around here that don't even reside here. This is something, these are events that won't just exist here in the city. It will spread like a disease if no one does anything. And unfortunately, the people that want to do things can't do it by themselves. And I would prefer, especially if we continue traveling together, that we try to do this as a group. Whether our motivations are the same doesn't matter to me. But if we can all find something to influence us, we'll get the same end result.
So, on that note, why don't half of us go and investigate the librarian and see if we need to pay her bail, and then the other half of us will go with Sizik to Madame Lepori and try to figure out his staff, and then we can meet back at the Bastion.
Well, what a surprise to see you making a plan. Instead
I
of
mean, I'm
shoving
just...
your mouth full of alcohol.
It's because he's not drunk currently.
Yeah, I mean, it is a little early, and so we can also hit the bar, at some point, but I think that this is
Pura,
a good
stop.
start.
No. I say let him do what he's good at.
Didn't you pay a lot of money for a magical item with endless alcohol? Why do you
Yes,
need
he
a
did.
bar?
Yes. Because a bar is not just the alcohol. I mean, it's like the
it's
atmosphere and the people there and the information.
And
Just-
the alcohol.
And the alcohol.
Pura, I
But
think that's
anyway.
a wonderful plan.
Thank you, Altrix.
Staying on topic, yes, I think that works. I take it, Sizik, you'll be heading to Madame Lepori. Paloma, you'll probably follow, I presume.
Yep.
I myself will go investigate this Gilded Order and the status of our librarian, and I guess everyone decide if you wish to join on any one of those two escapades or go on one yourselves.
I'll go with you, Altrix, and try to figure out this whole librarian
I
situation.
will too.
I don't think it's a good idea for you to go to the prison, Marek, after what you did.
We can always use him as bait.
Do we need bait if we're just gonna go in and ask?
That sounds fun.
Well,
All in favor of putting Marek on house arrest, say aye. Aye.
Yeah,
It won't work.
How do you?
can we
there's-
give him like
there's
something
doors. How do you
to
put
like
someone-
occupy him?
I'm sure we could get Marigold or someone else to keep him in line.
No.
All right, so my understanding so far is going to see Madame Lepori, Sizik, and Paloma.
Mhm.
Going to see Savara, Quillshade, is Altrix, Pura, and Marek, maybe, along with Genevieve. And then Vellmon, where are you headed?
I'll head with the. I don't know why I was going to say the twins, they're not twins. Paloma and Sizik.
Okay.
Zeiros will join us.
I was going to say I'll Zero go with Zeros goes though. Okay.
But
All right, 4 and
has
4. Easy.
has it been the 4
Yes.
hours yet?
Yes, it has.
Okay,
been.
then I'm going there first.
Yeah, they're literally right in front of each other. So, yeah.
Oh,
easy
even
things. Easy things. So, because it will be a little bit longer for the group going to Contalis Keep to get there, we will cut instead to in front of Madame Lepori's shop, Hexes and Scrolls, and the towering Hexblade Tavern itself, to Ambrose Alchemy out front, the cart of the city-renowned alchemist, Anna Ambrose. So, Sizik, Paloma, Vellmon, and Zeiros. You'll
Before
all
the scene
arrive here.
continues,
Sure, go ahead.
remind me, wasn't this the place that burned down?
Yes, yes. I mean, good remembering. Yes, the woman, Anna Ambrose, had her shop burned down.
And like session 1.
Mhm.
Yeah, a little bit before y'all had met, kind of got familiar with the city of Provenere. But yes, while that's being rebuilt, she is still in her really extravagant cart out front. Okay. Well,
I thought we would go into Madame Lepori's.
it's right in front of each other.
Why not?
Alright.
But Sizik led us here instead of Lepori's.
Sure. Sizik, you once again see the vibrant colored hair of Anna Ambrose, and you are available to do whatever you need. As she smiles up at you and kind of waves at you as she is finishing up something before she actually speaks to you.
Were you able to get it finished?
Yes, of course. Actually just finished up about 2 minutes ago, so you're right on time. I will take the other half of your payment and I will give you this. As she produces a small vial, kind of like a regular potion bottle. It has a very coppery colored liquid to it. Kind of sparkles in the daylight, but she will trade the rest of that coin. I believe you owe her
Is 100, which I
100
have.
gold. Yes, okay. Perfect. Great. And then she will hand you that, and you can add to your inventory the potion. Sorry, let me get the full name. Potion of Minor Fortified Constitution.
Oh. Excellent.
And if you have trouble finding it, let me know, and I will get you that item. I also see that you brought friends along. Can I help any of the rest of you? Any of you looking for potions?
Maybe later.
Of course. Anytime.
I get the feeling I'm gonna have to spend a lot of money later today, and so I don't know how much I have left over.
Of course. I totally understand. Always happy to do business. If there's anything you need, all your potion needs, of course, come to see me here at Ambrose Alchemy, the cart.
Okay.
And I will go into Lepori's.
Okay. All right. As all of you begin to follow Sizik once again, about 30 feet away, to see Madame Lepori inside Hexes and Scrolls here. Sizik, as you walk in, she smiles at you. Oh, back so soon. Good to see you again.
Sure. Zeiros. Would you mind hitting
Zeiros
me
is-
with a bless?
Okay, yeah, Zeiros can give you a bless.
Luckily
And-
not.
I'll drink the potion.
Okay.
Okay. And I hope this goes well. Okay, so
All right.
temporary +1 to Constitution. So now I'm at a +3.
Okay.
So it's
All right.
+7 plus 1d4 saving throw.
I'm sorry. What are you doing for a moment?
And I'm going to try to unattune.
I'm asking as Madame Lepori.
Oh yeah, no, he's not going to respond.
Okay, great.
I don't know what he's doing.
Oh, and I am also going to spend a luck point before I roll.
Okay, totally fine.
I think he's trying to get rid of his stick.
No.
Someone says from. I was answering Madame Lepori.
Who was answering Madame Lepori? A pigeon?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, me. I'm standing in the doorway.
Oh, right, you
That
won't
one's
come
right.
inside.
that is a 27 exact.
Wow, Sizik.
That is a
30.
19 on the d20 plus 1d4 plus 7 because of the potion. Fuck
Okay.
yes.
Well, with the exact DC that you needed to unattune to the Scepter of Neverfreeze, the item separates from you. You feel that cold chill kind of leave your body. You feel it attempt to zap you for just a moment. And you do take half
88,
of...
but half.
Yeah, I got it. You take 21 points of cold damage. And you do avoid an exhaustion point.
Yes!
Okay. All right. Well, that item is no longer attached to you. That being
And-
said, what do you want to do with it?
He will immediately scamper to the furthest wall away from it. Get rid of that thing. First of all, please. I do not want it. You can have it for the amount that you specified earlier today.
Okay.
Do not
yes,
touch
yes.
it. If you have any way of grabbing it without touching
She
it,
casts a
I
spell,
recommend
a mage hand, but a series of them kind of forms and they lift up the staff, kind of lay it on its side and carry it over to a box. She also kind of lifts a box magically up on front of her, about the same length, the height of the staff, and then sets it in gently, and then snaps her fingers and it kind of fills with cloth and wraps over the staff several times. And then she'll seal it with her hand and write on it with an ink and quill for a moment and describe what's in it. Okay, I did not expect you to do that.
Don't
Here?
her staff open inside.
Yeah,
Don't
do not
staff
open.
inside.
Yes. Right. Okay. Sure. I'm surprised you don't want to barter or anything. You just...
You gave me a good number. I am happy with it. That thing is hellish. I do not want it.
Yeah, that's fine. I actually had some good business earlier today, so I'm actually able to offer you a little bit more than what I told you. And she, well, before that, do you want that deposited in an account, or do you want it in coin? 'Cause I don't keep that much here, so it'll take. me a
No,
minute.
of course. If I could get 500 in coin and the rest deposited.
Okay. Do you have a particular account that you'd like me to deposit it into?
Do we have a particular account?
No.
The house doesn't have one?
No, the house does not have one.
Oh.
At least not to your knowledge. Now, certain individuals in the house may have one, but you're not aware of that.
I would have to set one up.
Sure. I will direct you across the hex then to the Voyage Reserve. They can handle all of your financial needs. Once you have that up, just come back here or give me a sending. Let me know exactly what the deposit information is, and I will get that sent over to you. And she hands you 500 gold pieces in equivalent platinum, and we'll give you 50.
I will give Paloma 30.
Okay.
Is what you gave me and a little extra.
Oh, okay.
Interest. 1 day's worth of interest.
Mason, why are you making us do a fucking banking and financing in your D&D world?
You can't not.
We did last time.
Because nobody just carries around that much gold on them at any point.
Why not? It's a game!
Who's gonna carry around 20,000 gold pieces? Well, actually, it's gonna be a little bit more. She said a little more. I don't know how much more.
500 gold pieces is 1 pound, by the way.
Yeah, we typically ignore those, but that is why. To be exact, it's because that much money it weighs a lot, and it just takes up a lot of space. That's the bigger problem. It's just a big old.
Now we got
thing.
back at Holden.
Yeah, but
And
it's hard.
It's gonna take up all the space in the bag.
The whole bag of holding is full
it's
of
just a
Madame
dragon
Lepori's-
pile of gold inside the bag.
Madame Lepori has a
Okay.
dragon sword of gold in her bag of holding.
She
Okay.
is a dragonborn.
Yeah, it's true.
So I suppose we must go to the reserve so I can set up that. This is going to be fun.
Before we leave, real quick, how much? I doubt this is worth very much. And Paloma will walk over to Vellmon, where he is standing just outside the door frame, and hold her hand out.
What?
Give me your hand. And she will take off the Nemesis bracelet.
Oh.
How much would this be worth? And the matching pendant.
Everybody wants to sell today. That's fine. She will cast Identify on it, look it over for a moment. I could probably... Just remind me, it's an uncommon or rare item?
Uncommon, I believe.
Hold on.
Yeah,
It is uncommon, yes.
Okay. I'll do 400 gold pieces.
Okay.
Okay. Do I give that to you or you?
He can't come inside, so I'll take it.
He can. He just doesn't because he would disconnect with his
won't,
magical
yeah.
talking sword. But yeah, okay.
Last time
That's
I
fine.
fell into your bookcase.
Yes, I know you a little bit better, so I can make that not happen if that's a problem. So
That would be appreciated.
yeah, and she waves her hand, and the spell kind of allows you to maintain telepathic communication with Ozan inside her shop.
Oh, thank goodness.
Sorry, Rancor.
Vellmon is fine.
Oh, don't mind.
Well, he's the one who bought it in the first place, so...
Sure. Okay, well, she will hand over 40 platinum to whichever of the two of you is willing to take it.
I mean, it's 2 parts to a whole, so you can take another half of it.
Okay, 20 and 20, and she will separate into 2 bags.
I will not say no.
I knew you wouldn't.
So, real quick, I want to send a message to Paloma really quickly.
Is that in my Discord?
No.
Okay, I was like, I'm not paying attention.
Yeah, just it'll say she originally offered 20,000 gold for the stick, and then said she'll pay more.
All you get in response is, holy shit. Well, we better go set up that account.
Well, it has been a pleasure doing business with you, as always. Anytime you need any help, Sizik, just let me know.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Of course, I'm happy to take this cursed staff off your hands. I will make sure it stays out of anyone's reach.
I like to
That is
imagine
excellent.
Paloma's at.
Okay. Well,
Her
the rest
her
of you
fucking her eyes did the whole like cartoon thing.
Absolutely.
pops out of her head and comes back in. Yeah. Well, if the 3 of you, that being Paloma, Vellmon, and Zeiros, want to accompany Sizik to the Voyage Reserve, you absolutely can. Or Sizik can go by himself.
Now I'll go. Yeah, her eyes turn into $signs.
You hear a cash register noise.
The three of you, or four of you, sorry, make your way across the hex to a very large facility that you have you've been in once before when you encountered Vilas for. I guess it was after you met Chivalry the first time, but very early on in this adventure. But that was inside the vault itself. But it is a very well decorated interior. You do note immediately upon walking in that it is swarming with Gilded Order troops that are just kind of scattered about, keeping an eye on things. There seems to be about a 1-to-1 ratio for every Gilded Order person to every civilian in this building. So it seems to be a very big hub of Gilded Order troops.
So do like four more walk in with us?
No, yeah, you just see four more like come out of a break room or something, and they just like walk out. But as you walk in, there's much like an actual bank is. There is a teller window that you can walk up to make deposits and withdrawals from an account, and you are greeted by a elven female, and she is in a conversation with a furbolg man who is very well dressed for just even working at a bank. Just looks like dressed to the nines, everything. And as she's about to turn around and talk to you, he actually cuts her off. No need, I will take care of this one myself. And he sits down in her space and looks at all of you. And I will actually have the three of you, Zeiros wouldn't qualify for this, but the three of you can make a history check if you will.
Oh, finally putting my...
I remember there being a furbolg. I don't remember where.
History is my forte. Uh, 16.
16, okay.
8.
14.
14. All right. Sizik and Vellmon, both of you recall that this is Sir Galad Wervanian, which is the bank president, basically. Also a former council member of the Council of Provenary, and one of the major noble houses in the city. Yeah, what can I do for you, my good sir?
Hello. You're like the big head of this bank.
Yes, I am a overseer of the funds that we pass to the Forage Reserve.
So,
would you care to look into the possibility of working with us?
No, I'm here to open an account, I believe is what I need to do. But just curious, usually people in the higher positions don't do the low work.
No, of course not. I just figured that I would make a public appearance every once in a while to boost the morale of my staff. It has been tough times lately, so...
Okay.
Anyway, what can I help you with? You seem like a person who is walking in here with intention.
I need to open an account.
Ah, so you are interested in working with us. That is wonderful news. Is it to be an individual account, a joint account? Do you want to open an investment? You are looking to buy or take out a loan?
I do not believe I need a loan.
Of course.
I do not need job either. I'm not interested in working here. But
a partnership then.
How does a joint account work? I mean, I am aware that joints help you move, but is it moving around?
Not that kind of joint, my good sir. It is instead a shared account between you and any number of parties of your choosing. So you can share it with your friends, your family, your coworker that you don't really like. It just depends.
Oh. Okay. And I'll kind of look over at Paloma. Shared account?
Sure. Why not?
Okay. That one, the jointed account with
of course,
this one.
Joint accounts. All right. Well, who will be the primary account holder? The person who oversees the funds within the accounts, the first individual.
Can both of us not be the primary?
No. Yes, we can put you as shared account holders. That is fine.
That one.
Very well. Well, we do not require you to have a deposit, unlike some banks, as he kind of scoffs, thinking about something else, but doesn't address that in the moment. However, we do prefer, if you have a deposit, that would be wonderful if you could use that, but this is not required. Instead, we will have you sign a transcript, a document legally enforceable that will address you as both the shareholders of this account. If I could have your full legal name, if you would be so willing to give that.
Paloma.
Paloma, do you
No
have
last
a
name.
last name? Understood, thank you. Paloma it is. And what is your name, my good sir?
Sizik, Lightfoot, all
Wonderful.
single word on the second name.
Thank you for clarifying. All right, wonderful. If you'll give me about 4 minutes or 5 minutes to get this ready, and I'll get it back to you, okay?
You said you need deposit. What does that mean?
If you'd like to pre-advance, put some funds away here, we can store it up for you so you can put it in your account. I would tell you before you go through with this deal that all of our funding is absolutely secure in the most esteemed vault in this half of the continent of Venorbia. We are quite proud of the vaults that we store our funding in. We have a very reputable reputation. So,
He's just completely blank.
of course, and he will he will walk away and again be back in about 4 or 5 minutes. So the three of you plus Zeiros can converse amongst yourselves in this moment.
I have heard people complain that these sorts of things are long and drawn out and very irritating to deal with, but this seems very not any of that.
They probably make it as easy as possible, so you want to give them your money.
Perhaps. But it will be going into vault, so that is good, I suppose.
How much money do you think is in this place? You think they keep it all on hand?
I don't know. What if they put a piece of paper, parchment that says your name, and it says how much you have in your account, and then they can just change out the parchment whenever you take out or put in money.
Yeah, but what if everyone wanted their money all at once?
Well, they would obviously have to have some money. Probably
There's
a lot.
no FDIC. Anyway, he does return with a pretty hefty stack of parchments, I won't lie, and comes back to you. Well, I have got all of your account information set up. According to new Gilded Order regulations over the city of Provenere, I am required to legally tell you that you, if you are a spellcaster or any type of arcanist, must in fact enroll in the arcane credits system that the city now uses. We will store your funding properly, but if you have not done that registration, I am legally required to have you comply before I can continue to pursue your account information. Is that understood?
Yes. I use the magics.
You do use messages. Okay, good. I will have you sign this addendum then. I will also have you sign a second addendum, which I, of course, under new Provenere regulations from the Gilded Order, I am also required to legally tell you that we are in compliance with Gilded Order regulations according to those that have been set forth by the government of Provenere, as it seems to be today. And that will include that your funding may at any point be borrowed by the Gilded Order and returned with interest at any point in time, and that it is just a part of banking here at the Voyage Reserve. Is that understood as well?
Sure.
Excellent, great. If you could sign these 25 pages for me. And he hands you an ink. He hands you a pen. Sorry, not an ink. He hands you an ink, a whole bottle. Hands you a pen, and you can tell, says that the moment that you touch it, that says a magical pen. And it is it is magically writing runic sigils onto the paper whenever you sign your name. And so, if you will sign that those documents, and then Paloma will have to sign them as well.
Okay.
Great. Do you sign all the documents, both of you?
Sizik will get about halfway through and then get tired of it, and then use the cantrip task to just finish it.
Yeah, very nice.
So he's not even going to be touching it. He's just sitting there, just like.
Yep, very nice.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah,
Paloma,
okay,
you sign all of them. Okay.
I'll sign them.
All right. All right, wonderful. Thank you very much.
Sign
And
this away.
as yes, of course. And as the last bit of your account setup in part of that registration with the Arcane credit, just so you know, anytime you use letters or sendings within the city, we will automatically tax your account at the flat rate set by the Gilded Order, which will come out of that Arcane credit system. We are required to take a sample of your blood to enforce that policy. So if you do not mind, I will have to take a small vial of your important fluids.
Literally selling your soul at this point, man.
Oh, so if we send a letter within the city or a sending, you take
Yes.
money?
Yes, a sending or letter sent within the city of Provenere and received within the city of Provenere also is a letter or sending sent from within the city of Provenere outside of the city of Provenere, or a letter or sending sent from outside received to you within the city of Provenere. Again, I
What
am simply
about-
complying with Gilded Order regulations.
What about a message? It is not as strong as sending.
It is
And it
still
is not a
classified
letter.
as a sending like spell, which the Gilded Order does enforce and require you to do that as well.
And how much do you take out for it?
It is currently set at a flat rate.
Which is...
I don't know. I am not allowed to tell you.
Okay, you don't know, or you're not allowed to tell us. That's two different things.
Yes, that is two different answers.
Genevieve, if you would be so kind, roll a d4 for me. We're going to determine today's flat rate arcane fee in copper pieces.
You've really just made the IRS.
Yeah,
I came here to get away from the real world, Mason.
Why is Genevieve responsible for this?
You can
Somebody
pass it
will
on to
find you
somebody
later.
else. Give it to
No,
Jared.
it's
He'll
fine.
roll a 4.
No, it's okay. Genevieve will take it. Genevieve will
Okay.
take it.
She will
Okay.
shoulder
I-
the burden.
I
find my
say it's
D4.
0.5. Hit me in, coach.
No, because it's going to be the one time you roll high.
Yeah, you don't want to roll high on this one, just to clarify.
And I cast
I
bless.
like to imagine Genevieve just walking and suddenly is compelled to just stop and roll a d4.
Yeah. Oh no, Michelle. What did you say?
It's a 3.
A 3. Today's going to write these 3 copper pieces. Sorry,
But you
on the
said it
delay.
is a flat rate. If it was flat, why would it change?
A flat rate is a standard fee administered for the day. However, the Gilded Order constantly is changing their fees based on the necessary information that's being transferred. If the citizens seem to see deterred from sending any letters or sendings, then they typically lower the fee over a period of time, just to encourage citizen cooperation and not particularly invade the fundamental
Okay.
rights.
Too many words. Just
Of course,
okay,
of course.
It's copper. I guess that is fine. Although I don't understand why you need our blood.
It is simply to register your individual arcane signatures with the system that we are required to enforce. I don't quite actually know how the system works, but I am required to enforce the legalities of it anyway.
All right. I guess.
Yes,
I
of
don't
course.
cast magic,
Also,
so.
great. You don't cast magic at all?
Mm-mm.
Wonderful. Then you do not require to register with the system. But if you would be so kind, Mr. Sizik Lightfoot, I will require a small sample of your blood.
He'll hold out his paw.
Yeah, and he takes a needle and just a couple of drops collect into a like a golden colored vial, and he will set that aside into a stand that seems to be specially made for these types of vials in the last couple of months, and we'll file that later. Wonderful. That is the last thing that I have for you. If you have any deposits you'd like to make at any point in time, and he hands you a card that has a particular arcane script on it. Do not share this information with anyone other than the people that you trust, or that you are conducting any types of arcane credit transactions with anybody within the city of Provenere. Do understand that this arcane credit is not accepted outside of the city of Provenere, except for our partner banks in Oceavester and Bernatero. So please keep that in mind. Also, a special offer that we have going on right now is that if you refer a friend to us, you can actually earn 50 gold pieces if you get someone else to sign up for us, and this offer will continue to go on for about a week.
I got her to sign up.
Unfortunately, you have to have them open a separate account.
That was not stipulated beforehand.
I apologize.
Oh, God. Okay, I think we're good.
Of course.
All right.
Well,
We should
all of you
go
have
back.
a wonderful day.
You too. We should go back to Liporis so she can look at my card and send the money.
And send the money.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good.
And we'll go back to Liporis.
Great. Okay, you head back to the report. Welcome back, Sizik. That was quite fast. You must have had an expedited experience at the Voyage Reserve.
It was the big boss, as you would say.
Oh, you spoke with Mr. Vellmon. That is
Yes.
unusual, but
If that was expedited, I'd hate to see what it normally is.
Agreed. Anyway,
They-
he'll pull
they've
out the
been refining
card.
their policies. But oh well, okay, great. You did enroll in the Arcane Critic. Wonderful. Okay, I will have this sent over to you probably by the end of today. Honestly.
So, you
Should
said a
make a
little
quick copy of
extra because you had good business. How much extra?
Yes, of course. I think I'm going to include an extra 1,000, if that's all right with you.
This is wonderful. Thank you.
Okay. Well,
Good.
anytime, Sizik. The rest of you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will get that in the works and be hopefully done by today. But if not, you should see by tomorrow morning.
Sounds good.
Okay. Wonderful.
Well, and with that, as all of you begin to depart, where are you headed?
Back to the house, I guess.
Okay. Very well. As the rest of you begin to return to the coastal
I've got
chateau.
an errand to run, actually.
Okay.
I'll meet y'all back.
You don't want us to go with you?
That's fine. It's a quick thing.
Okay.
Okay. Well, in that case, Vellmon, you can separate from the group for a moment. Where are you headed?
I sent you that already.
Yes, I know. Where are you headed?
Wherever I can find that.
Okay. Are you trying to get it magically crafted or just like regular material?
Regular for now.
Okay. Totally fine. Give me 1 minute.
Who's a rich bitch now?
Yeah. It's crazy.
Paloma, 'cause she's gonna take all that money.
Honestly. Alright, hold on real quick.
I figure, considering what I sent you, it'd have to be a specialist sort of thing. It's a little complex.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, I'm actually going to come back to you in a minute.
I was gonna
so
say,
get
you
all
can
of it. Yeah,
come to that
I
later.
will. I will come back to you in a minute. As Marek, Genevieve, Altrix, and Pura make your way across the city, up the hill that you also have your property on, but to that very large castle-like building that is Consilas Keep. Those of you that are familiar with it recall it as being a place that also houses a jail underneath it in its detention ward, but it serves as like the primary town hall, if you will, government center of most of the government employees within the city of Provenary. And it is now the base of operations and headquarters for the Gilded Order since the Council of Provenary doesn't exist anymore. But as you walk in, this place is even more crawling with Gilded Order guards. Go ahead, Michelle.
Before they walk in, probably maybe a good block or two before they walk in, can I do something?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. So as we're kind of approaching, we're like far enough away where we can see where we're going, but no one that's there could see us approaching. I'm just gonna discreetly kind of slow down and grab Marek's arm, and I'm going to turn up and look at him and hope that he knows that I'm trying to signal him. Marek?
Yes.
I need you to behave, okay? You promise? Okay. She sticks out her pinky, and as she latches her pinky around Marek's, she casts non-detection on him. which lasts 8 hours.
Very nice.
What did she cast on me? Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Everything is
Well, don't make me
fine.
look it up.
You're pretty much
That's
invisible.
that's metagaming, sir.
You're invisible emotionally.
Yeah, you're not necessarily invisible, but you don't set off certain things that you would otherwise do.
Very good.
Okay.
Also, Rick, make a deception check for saying you're going to be good.
I'm not lying.
Well,
He's
he's
gonna
gonna
try.
try.
Yeah. To his genuine effort, he will try to be good.
And it's all downhill from here.
Okay.
Results may vary.
Results may vary. Okay. In that case, the rest of you, though, can enter into the Concilus Keep, if you would be so kind, where you are greeted by several Gilded Order members, but one of them operating as a secretary of sorts. As you enter into this building, a very vast foyer with hallways going back in both the forward and left directions, and again swarming with guards. But as you arrive forward, you just walk up to the presumed secretary, or at least attendant. And what do I owe the pleasure of these civilians walking in here? How can we help you today?
Well, we are looking for somebody who was arrested recently.
You're here concerning an arrest or detainment.
Yes, we were hoping to get some additional details on the nature of said arrest and look into the possibility of their release.
Of course. Do you have the name of the individual that you are looking for?
Yes. I think
Very suspicious.
Someone else has got to help me because my computer is not working and I can't check my notes.
I'm looking. Oh gosh. Okay, that doesn't help.
Don't make me go to the slides on my phone.
Does anyone else have the name?
Since
Savara
Anna's like in the back. Okay, you could have just said it, Mason.
I know, I was just letting you guys struggle for a little bit. Savara Quillshade is the individual looking for.
Yeah, our librarian was taken.
Right. The name of that individual, do you have it?
Hold on, I'm on it.
Yeah.
I'm on it.
I realized I said it twice and y'all still haven't.
I think it's like you said it, and then both times I was like, God, gotta remember that.
Yeah.
No, I just said it
5 seconds ago.
right now.
LeVar Burt.
now.
It's like the Savara Quillshade.
Yes, that is it.
There it is. Fuck.
I see.
Ding, ding, ding! You're a winner.
Ding, ding, ding! You're a winner. You win nothing other than congratulations. But anyway, she begins to kind of thumb through a stack of a very large stack of papers and pulls out one from a little while ago, dated to about 2 months or so. Okay, Savara Quillshade, arrested on charges of forgery from a few years ago, 6 counts. Bond is 700 gold pieces, sentenced to 2 years in custody at the Concilus Keep Detainment Ward if not paid.
All right. Are there any forms we need to fill out?
Yes, I will need you to sign whoever is officially taking charge, and I will also need that 700 gold pieces as well.
Altrix immediately produces it.
Okay.
700 gold. I guess I'll just put my name on the thing. What else do you need?
That is all. She reads over a page. We didn't find any connection to any known illegal groups or operations that were identified during the interviews conducted with her, though the people that she had a few questionable jobs have not been found, but some of her past forged documents were legal documents that were uncovered during our first audit here at City Records. No, I don't think there's anything else. She did have some belongings that we will also either dispose of, or we can return those to your possession as well.
I suppose we'll take those then.
Very well. All right, well, give us about 10 minutes or so, and we'll have a write-up.
Thank you.
Okay, and she motions for another soldier to come over. She speaks to him, and then he disappears down the staircase into the detention center. And you are free for about 10 minutes here in the lobby.
God, why is getting someone out of prison so much easier than the bank?
Well,
Why not?
I feel like
Surprised you
breaking
didn't ask her
into
what she
prison is a
forged.
little bit harder, but
No, like I went shopping today. Then, like, because I was spending so much, they directed me to go to the bank, and I went there, and it just sucked. And I just decided not to do it.
what'd
But
you
yeah.
buy?
Lots of materials for projects.
Are you gonna make another siphon?
Yes, of sorts. Proved version of. So,
Cool.
now that I think about it. Well, I've got you here, Pura. Why don't you go ahead and take this? And he'll kind of pull an amulet out of his pocket.
Oh, what is it?
A bit of a miniaturized version of my former. It's a bit of a. I called it the scales. It was a strap of constitution amplification and life enhancement system. Though I've kind of just miniaturized it into just this amulet. I find myself no longer in need of it, and I figured you could do better with it.
I do. I become tired very easily. So yeah, that would help a lot. Thank you.
You can go ahead and add I believe it's an amulet of health, the base thing.
Yeah, that's correct.
Amulet
Also,
of health.
half those words were mumbled jumbo.
That's the point.
I mean, it is custom, right? So.
Nope. The amulet of it's custom in the fact that he's renamed it. The amulet of health is just a normal item.
Got it.
Yeah, amulet of health. It's a rare item.
Okay.
And I believe it does require attunement.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Okay. Marek, I know you are. You're just sitting here. So, are you going to be mischievous or not?
Oh, also, for that, do I recognize like this whole prison area and like where to go and all that?
Yes, all of you, at least those of you that were pre-Marek and Genevieve and Zeiros do, because you were here when you visited Mox and here when you visited Madame Janorum. You were here when you particularly were here when you visited Miss Alexia while she was in jail. And when you also had to come back and speak with both the Chancellor and the Monsignat. This was also the building that you came to. So you've been here several times.
Okay.
Is there anything that
Guys?
looks important? Like a document or a key or anything?
Well, she is standing right in front of you. So yes, there's a stack of documents that seem to contain arrest records. She does have a set of keys kind of at her hip, though you're not quite sure what those keys are for. But there are also guards kind of all around you, so do that as you will.
Have you seen that meme where it's like me reaching for the officer's gun as quick as possible? I'm reaching for the keys. Not really. No, I'm not going to do anything.
No. Sure.
Nah, I love the one where it's a little dinosaur grabby toy, the long arm.
Funny is like, oh, I'm actually going to grab your keys. Just kidding, I'm lying. Or me pulling out my wallet as quick as possible to give it to the officer. It's, no.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to do anything.
Okay.
I'm just going to chill.
That makes sense. Genevieve, anything from you?
Hey, Pura.
What's up?
What are the odds we can still access Madame Janorum's office?
That's a good question. Do I remember where it is, Mason? Is it like far away?
Yes, the 11th floor.
Okay, we're on floor 1.
Floor 1.
Okay.
Yeah, but you do know where the staircases are.
I can't really leave here as they'll be expecting me when they get back,
Yes.
but maybe you want to go see if that's an option?
Yeah, are there guards like guarding the hallway into that area?
Yes. Also, if the two of you will, while you're communicating, if you're trying to communicate stealthily, if you will roll a stealth check for me so that the guards do not overhear you talking about accessing the 11th floor.
Okay.
Go to the 11th floor.
Yes.
Can I cast enhance ability on stealth?
In front of
Or
the
is that how
guards.
that
You
works?
can,
Oh.
you can,
Oh,
but do
but
remember
wait,
that,
from the
yeah,
guards.
you will be casting a spell in front of the guards.
Got it. Okay, never mind.
8.
Oh my god.
Oh,
To be fair, I just said Madame Genorm's office. I never said
Um,
anything about the 11th floor.
Sure.
22.
22. All right. That averages out to be okay. Averages out to be a 15, so I'll count that as fine. That being said, Pura, if you wish to sneak off away from this, you certainly can attempt to do so. But do know that I will have you be rolling a lot more stealth checks if you choose to do that.
What do you think, Altrix? Do you think it would be worth it?
Owens and Jared,
Perhaps.
is Genevieve and Marek able to hear y'all's conversation at all?
I can actually tell you. I know the answer. Marek, no. Oh wait, yes. Actually, Marek, yes. Sorry. And Genevieve, no. Actually, Marek overhears it. Genevieve, you hear them whispering, but don't quite make out the words because your passive perception is only 14, not 15.
I'm gonna whisper it in her ear.
Okay, there you go. Now you know.
They gotta go follow them.
I kind of just snake over to them and
All in the bright open daylight of the foyer.
just like
We're
maybe
being
not
sneaky.
snaking, but just kind of like waltz over, and she just places her hand on Altrix's shoulder. If y'all are wanting to do some exploring, I just so happen to really love exploring. A good hike, especially with some elevation. I really love a good hike. Just wanted to let you know, just in case you wanted to extend an invitation to me.
That wasn't sus at all.
Well, do you have any way to get past those guards? Question mark.
Champion of subtlety.
I actually did pack some snacks for a walk later today.
Really?
I just so happened to kind of catch on that y'all might want to go do that later. So I didn't mean to invite myself, but I did pack snacks, you know.
Genevieve, if you'll make a stealth check for me, but you can do so with that advantage because you are you're doing very good about hiding the intentions about what you're trying to say out loud, which is clever.
$25.
Okay. Yeah. Not the guards are not suspicious at all.
No. I am feeling really hungry. Can I have some of your snacks?
Absolutely. Let me just figure out where I put those snacks. She's going to kind of just like take a little peek in her bag, and one second. She takes a peek into her bag, and her smile drops, and she looks back at Pura. I'm sorry. I really thought I packed the snacks. Maybe later. And she kind of pats him on the shoulder. She goes, sorry. And as she's like patting him on the shoulder, she's going to try to stealthily cast non-detection on Pura as well.
Okay. Since you're doing it stealthily, go ahead and give me a stealth check. This will be a straight roll. But
do I get advantage on things that I have expertise in?
No, you just add twice your proficiency bonus. Which is already factored into that roll.
Right.
Is that new 2024 rules?
No, it's always been that way. Advantage and expertise and proficiency all work differently.
Well, Mr. Mason, do I remember any back ways or the secret ways into the jail?
Yes, you recall that there was a secret entrance and exit that you presumably, now that you're aware of all of the things that have happened, that presumably Tony used to get in and out of the jail to kill Miss Dilexia.
Tony.
Yeah, fucking Tony. And yes, y'all do remember finding a storage closet outside the building that was able to go down into the sublevel. But if you're looking for Madame Genar's office, that would not be of use for you here.
Okay.
Because that would go down. You need to go up. There is a staircase not too far from actually where you're standing that goes up all the way up to the 7th floor. But there are guards posted in the hallway, so you would need to... honestly, sneaking past it is not really an option. You would need to, for lack of better words, bullshit your way through to get into that stairwell.
Okay.
I rolled a 16, by the way.
Yeah, you can go ahead and cast that spell stealthily. So Pura and Marek are both under the effects of non-detection currently.
Awesome.
While this goes on, can I recall or kind of look what the outer security of the building was?
Yeah. You're talking about when you came in just now, or what it was before?
When we came in just now, what was the outside of the building looking like?
The outside of the building, much like a castle wall is smooth all the way up the sides, other than the windows, of course, and the offices and various hallways. There were guards, 2 guards positioned on at the doorway at the front door. You didn't see guards positioned on the ground on the way around the building, but it would be very difficult to scale up the side of the building if you were to try that, because it is again built to be like a castle. It is a keep.
Understood.
And there is also the doorway is also elevated, so there is a drawbridge, even though there's no moat. But there is a door that actually lays down. You have to actually walk over to get into the building, so they could keep you from getting up onto the first floor if they wanted to. But that bridge is currently down just because it's in operational hours of the building.
Gotcha. So there's a pseudo moat going around?
Just over the front door. It's like a stone ramp, and then there's a gap, and then there's a door that lays down over it just so you can enter the building. But then there's no actual moat. There's no water. Yeah.
I understand. Yeah. Yep.
Yes.
Pura, if you want to perhaps take this outside, maybe you can find something more fruitful there.
Yes.
And I don't think there's a stealthy way for me to do this, but you know what? Casting a spell isn't the worst thing in the world. It's a magical world after all. I will go ahead and cast Spider Climb. Spider Climb on Pura.
Okay. Are you trying to do that stealthily?
A little bit, but you can only do it so much.
Sure. All right. Go ahead and give me a stealth check then, and we'll just see how it goes.
All right. Off to a weak start. All right. That's a 8.
Okay. Yeah, you cast a spell. It's quite obvious. You actually see that the attendant looks up at you and sees you cast a spell, and then chooses not to intentionally say anything.
Hello.
I didn't, throw a bomb.
Oh, I actually
And
feel a lot better, Altrix. Thank you.
Yeah.
For
Why
your
don't
health
you go?
spell. Yeah.
Well, again, I'm gonna wait here for our librarian to get out, and then I'll probably guide them back to the chateau. So,
Okay.
best of luck to you all.
Yeah. And
Have
you
fun on your
And
hike.
you as well. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I guess we exit.
Okay. Pura, you can depart. Yes, Genevieve, are you in record y'all staying inside the building with Altrix, or are you leaving with Pura?
Stay with Altrix.
I'm going to before Pura walks out, I'm just gonna kinda know what I'm doing. But I'm just gonna ask Pura, do you I didn't really I know inviting myself is really awkward. Am I invited on the hike, or should I maybe check in like next week to see if I can go on the hike?
Well, you are invited on the hike. You just might have to take a different route.
Oh. Okay. That sounds fine. I can it might just be best if maybe I ask again next week. But I'm sure I'll see you later.
Yeah. If you ever decide to, go on the same trail that I'm going, here's this thing to help you get through. And I take my 1x1 silver box and I hand it to Genevieve.
Box of stuff.
Box of stuff.
That's all you can put in your inventory, Michelle. It is not an item that you can currently access. It's just a box of stuff.
What?
Or you're talking about the other box, the one that you've already used?
I'm talking about the one that I already used that allows you to
The mirror?
Yeah, the one that
Okay.
allows you to go into a different plane for 15 minutes and then walk through. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Can't get a small box, Genevieve from Pura. It's very shiny. But yeah. Okay.
Thanks. I appreciate that. I'll make sure to use that on my hike when I come with you sometime.
Sounds good.
Okay. Then Pura, you exit the building. Again, pass by the 2 guards, walk across the bridge, down the ramp. And again, once you are far enough away from the front door, there doesn't be anybody else at the base of the building that's particularly patrolling. So if you wanted to attempt to scale the wall of the side of Kasaya's Keep, please note that it is mid-afternoon, broad daylight. But
he does have non-detection.
You do have non-detection,
Detection.
which does only protect you from divination, but somebody can scry on you. But
maybe
Is
his
there a lot of-
maintenance.
Wait, I thought you couldn't be scryed on with non-detection.
yeah, you can't be. But you can
Oh.
be looked at just from somebody at the base of the building could look up at you and be like, huh, that's weird.
He could just
Right.
be maintenance.
Yeah,
just hold the ladder.
Yeah.
Who needs
I'll
a
try
ladder
to
when you've
climb.
got magic?
Okay. Got it. Okay. Pura, as you begin to scale the side of the building, I believe that Spider Climb gives you a climbing speed equal to your walking speed.
Yep.
Owens, you can there you go. Great. Yes, so Pura, you don't have to make any checks to climb. Your hands feel a little bit stickier than normal, as well as your shoes. So you can just kind of,
Actually, they don't even need to use their hands.
yeah, that's true. You can just walk, but whatever. Spider-Manning is
Just
better.
walk vertically up the wall.
Yeah, you could just walk on the base of your shoes, but if you wanted to climb, you can. Either way, it doesn't require a check.
You
per
said
se.
stickier than normal. Is Pura's hands normally sticky?
Well, there's like sweat, which can be like mildly sticky.
It's all the alcohol he consumes.
Yeah, it's all the alcohol.
Yeah,
it's just the
it's-
alcohol
it-
sticking.
They're
He's
pretty
always
sweaty.
just drinking sugary.
Not to mention the bones.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Baba Dog.
Now, for the rest of you, not Jared, I'm going to ask all of you to privately roll a d20 and send me those numbers in your private chat. And then we will get back to who may or may not see Pura climbing the side of Gonzalez Keep when we come back from our break. So don't go anywhere.
Good.
We'll see you in just a moment and be back shortly. and welcome back. Pura is scaling the side of Consilas Keep. Thankfully, luckily almost, most of the guards, the Gilded Order, pays no mind to Jared. Or Pura. No, Jared's walking up the side of the building. No, Pura, as Pura climbs out of the building vertically. Yes, Pura, go ahead.
Can I also use Alter Self and make myself look like the building?
That is not quite how Alter Self works.
Okay.
Is this why you had us roll d20s?
No. Perhaps. Yes, I did. Anyway, Pura, as you are scaling the side of Consilas Keep, you make it up to about the 6th floor or so, and you walk. You get to a point where there's a really big window that like overlooks the forest, and you actually you have to kind of turn and walk sideways to go around it, or you can walk across it. In either regard, though, you make direct eye contact with a single Gilded Order soldier that is cleaning the floors, just with a broom in hand, and looks up at you and sees you directly, and with precision instinct slaps one of the glyphs on the side of the building, or in the room that they are in, and immediately there is a as an alarm begins to spread across the building. You were spotted by one person, so you can thank Will's roll for that one. But,
Will, what the fuck?
Yeah.
An 18!
Yeah,
We all got below that!
But the program roll worse.
Yeah, roll worse. Should have had Jared roll.
So I'm hearing it's still Marek's fault.
Yeah, it's Marek's fault.
So he was actually trying to be inconspicuous, and yet it was still his fault.
Yes.
Oh, so close.
Pura. You have a little bit of time before anything particularly happens. However, just being fully transparent with you, I would discourage a continued attempt to break into the building at this current point.
Yeah, I would probably jump off and use Featherfall to get to the ground as fast as possible.
Okay, got it. Okay. Those of you in the lobby see their Gilded Order troops that just come swarming into the hallway, responding to that alert, and they actually begin to kind of surround the perimeter. Pura, you're able to kind of duck into the woods away from the building and get out of sight before that happens. But they are on now higher alert now that they are surrounded here. That being said, though, Savara Quillshade, the blue tiefling woman that is also the librarian of the coastal chateau, is led up the stairs by two Gilded Order soldiers who hand her basically over to you, take off her restraints, and then hand Altrix, since you're here, will hand you kind of a satchel containing some of her personal items and also an extensive list of notes that was also brought with her. Well, that should be sufficient enough. So, as you can see, we are now under a security lockdown, so I will have to ask you to kindly leave the premise, please.
Perfect, works for me. Now, I'll go.
Okay. And all of you vanish from here. Across the city, Rancor, as you are...
Who?
Rancor.
John Rancor.
Yeah, John Rancor, of course. The guy.
The man.
Rancor, you find a... on the Hex, you find a shop that seems to be like a jewelry store called the Glimmering Griffin. As you walk into this space, what you are detecting is a lot of rare trinkets, gemstones, lots of crystals of various types, lots of just jewelry, as Ozan or Shoni is kind of relaying all this to you. But as you walk in, you are greeted by a female human woman who looks, or at least to senses to be, probably in her mid to late age, in the 60s somewhere. But very dolled up in makeup and has lots of rings and lots of necklaces on her. Very much a pizzazzed woman, if you will. But she looks to you. Hello, sir. What could I do for you today? Welcome to the Glimmering Griffin. My name is Sholhella.
It's morning, right? Or no?
It's afternoon.
Good afternoon, Sholhella. I'm looking to get something commissioned, if They're open.
Of course. Always. What would you like?
Well, first, before I go over a full-on commission, just see which have close to what I'm already looking for. If that's
Of course.
all right with you?
What? Yes. Would you like to privately browse, or would you like to have my accompaniment?
Privately, if you don't mind.
Of course. No, I'll be right here at the front desk if you need me for anything. So, have your fun.
And you already know what I'm doing, so.
Yes. You do find a set of golden bracelets, matching set that does seem to be roughly kind of in the ballpark of what you're going for. It needs some customization, but it would fit kind of what you're looking for.
Right. If I could get these, but a little more. I call them designs, is what a friend of mine calls them. More ideas of what I'd like these to look like. If you don't mind.
Of course.
Just hand her
She
a
pulls out
piece
a
of paper.
notepad. Yeah. Okay, she'll take the piece of paper from you. All right.
I can't say it out loud, Mason.
No, it's fine. All right. So that got it. Okay. All right. So we're going to do a little bit of engraving. We're going to do a little bit of jewelry work. It says here that you're going to provide the gemstones.
Yes.
Wonderful. Okay. What gemstones would? Okay. Arcane gemstones. Wow. All right. Totally fine. All right. I think I can get this done probably for 100 gold pieces, and give me a day or two.
Sounds good.
Excellent. I would prefer if you wouldn't mind paying a half up front as a deposit, and then I'll take the other half upon delivery.
Works with me.
Of course. Well, just so I have your information correctly, what is the name you'd like the product to be under?
Vellmon.
Vellmon. Got it. All right. Mr. Vellmon, you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in a day or two.
You as well. Thank you.
Of course. And then you can go wherever you'd like after that.
Right back to the keep.
Okay. All right.
Or that's the keep, the chateau.
No, I know what you meant. It's fair.
I don't hear any sirens, do I?
Not at this distance, because you're in the hex. So no. We will say that by the time all of you begin to reconvene, it's probably about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. That you all regather at the Coastal Chateau once again. Savara Quillshade with you, or with Altrix, as all of you arrive back here. Marigold Burrows, of course, excited to see you once again. But that is you.
Did you sleep while we were gone?
Yes, I did. A little bit.
I looked to turn to someone else. Did she actually sleep?
Sir Lorik Jaxel, the little Varmine mouse man, looks up at you and with like he puts his like a sword right here at his neck and goes.
Very
How
well.
are your adventures? I see that Altrix has recovered Savara, which is excellent news.
Yes, we can discuss your findings later tonight.
Of course, sir. Apologies for all the trouble that I've gotten myself into, but I do have some findings I'm sure you'd be interested to take a look at.
Until then, if it is of no bother to anyone here, I would like to get to work. I have much to do in these coming days.
Nobody make an account at the bank. They're gonna steal your blood.
I beg your pardon?
They stole Sizik's blood. They didn't steal mine
Are
because
you
I
sure
don't
you-
cast magic, but
It
Are
was
you
not
sure you didn't go to
stolen.
the hells?
It was
Don't you
not
have, like-
stolen, but I had to. They needed it so I could open the account.
Don't you have, like, monk magic? Like healing and stuff?
it's not really magic.
Are you sure you didn't
What
go
is
to like
it?
a Venice?
It's like,
It was.
the big-
it's different. It's the energy in your body. I can manipulate it. It's different.
Right.
Did the big teller have horns, red skin, wings?
No, but he was the big boss of the bank.
Yeah, he said it was
It sounds like he sold your soul.
He said it was because the Gilded Order wants to track what spells he's casting.
It's
So
just
the Gilded
because they
Order
need to
is from
do
hell.
some sort of tax if I send messages either within or out of the city limits.
Yeah, or if he
It
receives
is-
messages. So no one message Sizik. Message me,
Eh.
and then I'll tell Sizik.
Okay, well that's weird.
Mildly,
This
mildly.
government club was such a bad idea.
I see that y'all have accomplished a lot while you've been out just the day. A couple of notes. We can, of course, discuss anything that we need to over dinner this evening. However, Sizik, it does sound like you spoke to Mr. Warvanian. That's the bank president. But do note that the coastal chateau will be under construction for the next 7 days. I went ahead and processed all of your requests to get things built, so we'll have those construction projects going on. I do apologize for the racket. It will be a little loud during business hours, but they'll be working at 8 to 5, so that should be fine. That being said, I've also started to put out requests for new hires to fill those positions that you've requested. Of course, we do have the matter of discussing the house organization, if you so choose to reorganize as a formal noble house of some kind. But again, we can make those decisions over dinner if you need to, or you can make them now, whatever. I'll get the paperwork ready to go either way. And then I think that's everything that I have at the moment. If there's anything that any of you need, basically from here on out, the Bastion stands by, ready to help you in whatever way.
What other buildings or what other rooms have we made?
Yes, we have. She pulls out a list as I pull out a list. We have conscripted a greenhouse, scriptorium, teleportation circle, training area, and vault.
We're gonna be at the chateau for a while.
Who are you asking?
DM.
Presumably yes, unless some other character decides to leave.
Okay, I want to go to the training room.
Training room is not yet constructed. You can go to the
Oh,
barracks,
it's 7
though, if
days,
you'd like
boy.
to.
Oh, I thought the training room was done. I thought it was like, okay, you're done.
Yeah, there is a barracks though. If you'd like to go to the barracks, okay.
Nah, I'm good.
Okay. Sorry.
Could we build a pub, or do we have to wait for that?
Unfortunately, we only have enough finances to cover the additions of 5 additional facilities, which you all collectively voted on. Unfortunately, that was not one of the.
We're not
options
high
that
enough
we
level
were
for
able-
pub either.
That's
That's the
what I'm
in-game
asking.
explanation.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not high enough level.
Okay.
Yes, unfortunately,
Okay,
we're not
cool.
quite able to do that. But
Okay. I would like to go to the storehouse
sure.
to go.
Yes. Also, while I have all of you here, are there any orders for any of the facilities that you would like to go ahead and begin or have commenced? Again, you don't have to, but if you'd like any of them to start anything, I can relay that information.
I think probably just keep everything the same as it was until the other stuff's done.
Sure.
I don't remember if anything gets upgraded that we already had.
Yeah, nothing gets upgraded. All of the facilities are standing by in the waiting for orders window. So if you just issue their order to do things, you can specify what you want done. But otherwise, they will just exist and not have any orders actively going if you choose to wait.
Money.
I will tell the garden to make food
Okay, got it.
or grow food.
Okay.
Does the vault do anything other than just store money?
The vault, when it will be built, is an extra dimensional space that only all of you can access, and your Bastion respective individual.
Got it.
And I guess you could access it from any approved banking location that has access to that. Like the Voyage Reserve, you would be able to access it from the Voyage Reserve facility, but nobody else could.
Mm-hmm.
For a price, of course.
For a price.
Your soul.
I'm telling you, the Void Reserve is connected to hell. It all makes sense.
All right, so Sizik would like the garden to start planting for food again. Is there any other orders? We still have the study, the storehouse, the barracks, the smithy. of course, you have Savara here if you want to have her begin researching anything else, and the workshop is available to craft as well.
I'm waiting to go talk to the guy in charge of the storehouse to order him what to do.
Sure. Yeah, very well. Okay, well, you don't have to make any decisions right now. We will perhaps discuss over dinner, but take dinner's usually, you already know this, but dinner's usually between 6 and 7, so you have about 2 to 3 hours or so, just kind of downtime. So try to get some rest, and we'll be standing by. And immediately as she finishes that, the doors fly open, and actually you're not going to be taking downtime as the Gilded Order comes storming into your building. Sorry. Not sorry.
What did y'all do?
Well, don't look at us.
Then-
This is gonna be fun.
Don Marek.
Down, doggy.
Leading this squad is a very high-ranking individual, at least by physical appearance. Looks different from the rest of the Gilded Order soldiers behind her. This is an orcish woman. Her skin is gray. Her hair is pulled back. It's brown, braided, kind of drapes back over her head for a little bit, and then comes down over her shoulder in a braid. She is wearing these black robes that have this gold filigree around it. There is a belt around her waist that has a skull, a golden skull that sits in it. She has a staff in her hand that has an eye, and it seems to actually look at all of you, which is a very strange phenomenon. And she is kind of reaching for a book as she begins to walk in. Hi, Marigold. Oh, I see you have company. I apologize if this is a bad time. Who are all of you?
This is our
We
home.
live here.
We're the owners of this house.
Ah, you are Lorem Ipsum then, of course. Great. Well, perhaps you will be able to assist me in my inquiry then. Forgive me for my lack of introductions. Marigold has met me before. My name is Unburdened Inquisitor Rosina Racket. I am primarily in charge of the Order of the Inquisition as part of the Gilded Order. We detected a particularly strange arcane sending that was not registered from this facility earlier during this morning and late afternoon. We are requesting to know the nature of these messages sent, and we'll have to have all of you be registered with the Gilded Order's arcane sending to comply with city regulations.
Ah, I already did that. Ha, ha,
Wonderful.
ha.
You are quite ahead of the game then. Yes, so if you wouldn't mind filling me in on the details of that sending.
Did we send a sending?
Yes. Zeiros did.
Oh, that's
What?
right. I do not recall. I never sent a message.
Neither
Did
did
any
I,
of you?
though. I have not
No.
sent anything yet.
I can't even cast magic.
I see. Well, it would be much appreciated and fortuitous of yourselves to at least one of you clarify what the sending nature was, if you wouldn't mind.
If we know,
Well-
we will tell you.
I didn't cast anything.
furthering-
So.
I mean, I believe the only... is Zeiros here in the room?
Zeiros is here.
Well, I can't speak on behalf of Zeiros.
I mean, you can, but
You only... If I recall correctly. Sizik here is our sorcerer of sorts, so... If they're registered by now, I believe that should sort it.
I see.
Could I
Oh, go ahead.
try and roll history to see if I can recall somebody using a sending from within
go ahead.
Kosal?
Yes.
I don't
maybe
believe
our
we've
wonderful-
used our sending stones between each other.
And maybe our wonderful
Wonderful.
lore-keeper recalls what Zero said last week.
Hold on.
Oh, no.
Sorry, Abby, you work.
I remember what it was about.
It's all of our secrets in one
20!
message.
Wait, yeah, Zero's use sending.
Can I just be like, 1 second, actually, I need to ask someone something real quick.
Sure, go right ahead.
And he'll kind of waddle over to Zeros. Hey, That was you, wasn't it?
Zeiros like quietly nods, but doesn't do it in a way that is detectable.
Was it anything bad? Because from what I can remember, you were just asking if it was your friend, the Death Man, spying on us.
Zeiros nods.
That was about it, right?
Zeiros nods again. I won't speak on behalf of you, so
Technically, you are speaking, just not with words.
shut up, Dan.
Okay,
Lightning bolt strikes from the sky.
what did you say your name was again?
I am Unburdened Inquisitor Rosina Racket.
Okay, Miss Tennis Racket. Yes, it was one of us. It was this one over here. Was merely asking an acquaintance of his if it was him who was in fact scrying on us in our home.
I see. Wonderful. Well, I do appreciate the compliance. Just as a precaution, though, I will have to have all of you registered. Most of your house staff seems to already have met that criteria, but since all of you seem to be new, and I've never actually met all of you before, sorry to meet on such strange terms, but if you wouldn't mind registering with the arcane sending lattice work of the city with the Gilded Order's compliance regulations, we would be much appreciative.
So why do we have to register?
That's a matter of citywide security and protection.
Secured against what, if I might ask?
Yeah.
The terrorist
There's-
threats that spawned the creation of our organization. We're just tracking and monitoring any sendings in case we receive any strange transmissions, so we can preemptively act should it occur.
Has, if I may ask, since the attack in the capital with the airship and whatnot, has there been any threats since?
Not outward and publicly, though there does seem to be a rise in some gang violence across the city, but we have intercepted quite a few negative transmissions and have been able to preemptively jump on those organizations from acting if they were ill figures.
You know, in our travels, we left the city after the attack to actually pursue these individuals, for they are, actually, we have found, located well beyond the city walls.
Oh, that's
And-
wonderful. It seems like you have information, which I would much prefer if you would hand that over.
It already...
Nope.
You cut out, I'm sorry, Owens.
It's already been handed over to your superiors, in fact.
Right. Make a deception check with disadvantage.
Is it not true? Because we have told the, what was it, Chancellor?
Yeah. You told her a little bit. In this particular... Okay, I'll give you a straight roll instead of disadvantage. But I'm going to say that it is particularly deception because that's not this person's immediate supervisor.
Fair enough. I have anything I add to this, bonus-wise?
I get
Guidance,
a help
but
action.
You can help. It will make the roll become a disadvantage, though. So it,
I-
That's
doesn't-
what helping does.
it wouldn't really
What?
do much. Just
Why would it
because it's
become
very,
disadvantage?
it would be very obvious in this particular moment that you're trying to persuade her. This is a woman that you can just, by first glance, look. She seems very
Okay,
sealed.
I
against
will
any attempts.
expend my heroic inspiration on this,
Okay, got it.
because I did not like the 4 I rolled on the die.
Totally fair. I would understand that. It's worse.
You said deception?
Yes.
21.
Come on. Very well. That is fine. Which superior, per se?
I believe several. I think the first 2 I reported was actually the Chancellor of Fenere.
Oh, wonderful. I'll be writing a letter to her in the morning then.
As
do
will
appreciate that.
I.
Yes, again, I do apologize for any intrusion disrupting your daily activities. Again, once we have all of your life force samples, then we will be on the way and you can get back to whatever business.
I
you
beg your
were
pardon?
before. Yes, we will need a small vial of your blood to register with the city's arcane compliance regulations.
It sounds like you're selling your soul to hell, or something like that.
I assure you it is totally safe.
That's not true.
Of course it will be. Your body regenerates blood anyway.
That's not the unsafe part.
Is it?
Oh.
Well, if you have another means of conveying your unique arcane signatures that are associated with each of you as individuals of life, then you can do that instead.
Would one's hair not work as well?
We prefer not to use hair. It can get a little inaccurate.
Can I make an insight check to see if truly all this is just so they can keep track of we cast sending or not, or if there's some
Sure.
more nefarious?
Obviously not. They're tracking way more than that.
Yeah.
Sure.
They're telling.
My character doesn't know that for a fact. That's
Oh.
called metagaming, Will.
Well, if your character has a little bit of deductive reasoning, Dan, then
Oh my gosh,
that's a
well, fix your microphone.
Your
One,
microphone was
that.
peaking.
Two,
That was
as
just-
Rich coming from Iraq. That would be a 22.
Okay. Everything that she is telling you seems to be the honest to God truth.
Then why'd you
The
roll a
witch
three
god.
dice?
All of them. All the good ones.
So, all of the benevolent gods.
Yes. Again, your compliance is much appreciated.
I'm sorry, there's a tabaxi men screaming at me. Go away.
So, who would like to go first?
And if we've already done it, we don't have to do it again?
I will need to verify that you have already completed it, and in that case, you are welcome to accompany back to Consilas Keep to verify.
I have to leave to verify. I already did this when I was at the bank.
Yes. And she cast a bit of magic. You are fine, Mr. Sizik Lightfoot.
Yay!
You can just verify like that, then.
What if we, don't give you the blood, 11?
And you'll be in violation of the Gilded Order's arcane compliance standards, and punishments will be swiftly administered to you.
What would be the punishment?
I suggest you not continue this inquiry of questioning.
Apologies,
death.
they are
By snakes.
curious individuals.
No, curiosity is not a problem. Curiosity, when it beheads or bisects with security, becomes a problem.
You see,
Again, I do not like to
You
repeat
remind me of
myself,
someone.
so if all of you would please comply, I have a very busy schedule I must attend to.
you
I
don't
will
like
not ask
questions
again.
that violate security. He'll kind of get up, start walking over. You remind me of someone from my hometown. He'll kind of like present his hand.
Sure. She will prick it and fill it into a vial and put it at her waist side. Next.
If I can't cast magic, it doesn't matter, right? That's what the guy at the bank said.
Not necessarily. You could particularly receive a sending, and we want to be able to know if you are receiving any illegal transmissions.
But if the person who sent it to me is registered, wouldn't you know who sent it?
Of course, but we also want to know where it's going.
Paloma.
Rancor or
fine.
Vellmon will prick you. Take Palomas as well.
This is stupid.
You are certainly welcome to take it up with my superiors.
Oh,
Who's
believe
that?
me, we will.
Ithrinius,
But
the righteous.
If you have to call
Oh.
yourself the righteous, I don't think that feels a little self-aggrandizing.
I was about to ask, who bestowed upon them such a name?
Our superiors.
Oh, your superiors, of course.
Mason, I'm gonna get spellings for all these at the end, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, thank God.
I got you. Don't worry. All right.
Don't be
Correct,
surprised
Genevieve,
when there's a
Pura.
sending back to
I'm
Hoshi
gonna-
Bastard this
I
evening.
have a question. Would it be possible for me with my blood hunter thing to I don't know, manipulate my blood to where
Put it all
It
in the
doesn't-
gun.
Oh my god!
Well, like-
You want my blood? Okay.
but to where they can't do what they want to do with it, but like make it like fake blood.
You can certainly try, Jared.
I got my
Welcome
blood
to-
right
You're
here.
welcome to attempt to do that right in front of her.
Well, I mean, like it would be inside my body. Like I would change the makeup of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're welcome to do that right in front of her.
Ask
You're
her.
kind of
They
making
have
it
a staff
seem
with an
like
eye.
she can see inside of my body.
She has.
They have a
actually-
stick
have-
with an eye.
Yeah, she has a stick with an eye. I mean, I don't know, man.
They came here because they
Fine.
knew ascending happened this morning.
Right after
Yeah.
Zeiros was told not to
Don't
do that.
do that. Yeah.
Mom was checking our phone.
All right.
Yeah,
I
you
checked
can't
the
delete your search history
Search
anymore.
history.
Yeah. So, Pura, is that a compliance?
Yeah, I'll just take it out.
Okay, got
I
it.
don't want to die.
Genevieve and Marek. Zeros, I will go ahead and have Zeros comply. I will speak on behalf of Jake for that one.
Does she get like death?
I'm not doing
evil, God blood.
She's not analyzing the blood, she's just taking samples of it. For now.
You don't get my blood.
Marek,
I
would
really
be
wish you'd
appreciated.
reconsider.
I consider my blood very precious. It's religious reasons.
No one makes
Of
me
course.
bleed my own blood.
We also respect your blood, which is why this is so important. Unfortunately, there are no
But-
religious exemptions.
So, but these rules only apply to individuals within the city limits, right? If I send ascending to my friend outside, say if I am in Kilauea and I send a message or ascending to somebody in Hydroxylvexin, you won't know about it, right?
No, currently the scope of our lattice work does not extend beyond the city limits.
Currently.
Our primary objective is to protect the city of Provenere. If you are communicating outside the city of Provenere, that is not of importance to us.
I'm still not doing it.
Wonderful. She motions, sees him, and 4 of the guards walk past her, and they will grab you.
Oh nah. Can I resist it?
You can try, but that will take us into combat.
Yeah, I'm gonna resist it, of course.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. All of you can roll initiative.
Are we killing them or are we letting them take them?
Please
question
kill
for
them.
sure.
bro.
Like earlier, read the room.
I don't have
Yes,
that.
everybody reluctantly
It's not a
agreed.
spell. It comes with you being born.
All right. All of you can roll initiative if you are participating in this combat. If you can choose to not participate, which
Yeah.
if you just note, and I'll disclaimer in advance, just so we're on the same page. If you fight and lose and you participated, that will be worse for you than if you did not participate. So just keep that
What
in
if you are participating but not against the Gilded Order?
mind. That'll be a case by case situation that we'll address at the end.
Okay.
If you participate with the Gilded Order and you lose, that will also be worse for you.
I can say that.
Die.
But it's true.
I said no such things. Goodness gracious. So many demons. All right, 30 to 25. Okay. All right, 25 to 20.
23.
22.
23. 22. Sizik and Vellmon. 20 to 15.
16.
16.
I got a 17, but also I think I'd rather like stay out for right now.
That's totally fine. I'll keep you as tentative.
I got What'd you say? 10 to 15?
20 to 15.
Oh, sorry. Never mind.
All right. Okay. All right, 15 to 10.
13.
13 as well, but I'd also like to stay out for
Okay.
now.
Altrix and Pura, maybe. All right. Did I miss anybody? Marek, what was yours?
8.
8. Wow, you were going last, my good sir. I'm sorry. Before you even have the opportunity to react, she's already motioned, and she'll wait. Sizik, that puts you on deck. Or Sizik, you're up. Sorry, Vellmon on deck. And we'll see what happens after that.
Okay. Then,
Again, you can choose to abstain at any point. Just keep that disclaimer in mind.
no, that's fine. But, yeah, okay, that's fine. No. Okay, I'm gonna say, don't take him anywhere. Just, and then just kind of point at Marek. Can I get a wisdom save from Marek?
Oh, damn.
Doing the work of the Gilded Order for me. I love it.
I don't think so.
I got a nat 1.
Oh, that's a super fail. Yeah, you're paralyzed. Hold person. Okay, if you just take his blood now, can we call it a day? He cannot move or resist, and he is being stupid, and he doesn't have to be.
It's not her turn, so she cannot respond. But thank you. All right, Vellmon, you're up. Paloma will be on deck unless she chooses to abstain, and in that case, it would be Genevieve.
Wow. Vellmon was ready to do the same thing, but seeing as Sizik already did it, is going to be like, just take a step back and be on the ready in case he breaks out. So holding an action.
Got it. Okay, Paloma, do you choose to abstain or not?
I abstain.
Okay, Genevieve, you're up. Guards on deck.
To get a kind of an idea of the lay of the land.
Yeah.
Where is everyone standing in respect to a way to exit the chateau?
Sure. Y'all are all in the foyer. Or foyer, my apologies. So you are talking to Marigold, who is over on your left. All of you are standing right in front of the doorway to the main hall, which is right behind you. So you're kind of crowded in this space. These individuals have come in through the front door of the chateau and are within melee proximity to all of you. I mean, this is a 5-foot range of window. The space is only, I think, 15 feet across, so there's not a lot of room in here to move. But that is kind of the layout of this space.
So someone is definitely within melee range to me that would attack me if I...
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. At this time, I think I would prefer to use, could I use my action to disengage and kind of try to slip away from the situation?
Yes. Opening the door, they will likely notice that, but yes, you can if you want to slip through and leave this room.
Okay. I'm not trying to go like through the front door or anything. But since I've, now been at the chateau for a little bit, do I have a general idea of other exits that I could leave the chateau?
Yes. Once you're actually in the main hall, there are several exits out into the courtyard that you can then wrap around and leave from the side.
Okay. I'm not going to try to open any doors or anything, but I just kind of want to like peek out of sight for sure.
Sure. Yeah, you can definitely step like behind some of your party members and you're out of view.
Okay. From like even the order?
Yeah, they're not particularly paying attention to you right now, but yes. You're
Awesome.
not quite sure if they are clocking you still or not.
I would like to just very quietly go and try to make my way outside, whether that be I go through like maybe another room and then out a window or through a door, whatever gets me out there.
Sure. You can definitely slip out through the main door and then try to wrap your way around. With your current movement speed, the fact that you're taking action, so you can't dash, you can't make it all the way outside, but you can start heading that way if you want to.
Okay, well, I'm definitely going to start heading that way.
Okay, got it. In that case, the guards are now up. Altrix will be on deck, and Pura with him, unless Pura, of course, chooses to abstain, or Altrix chooses to abstain. And it'll be Marek. But Marek, in this moment, not only are you paralyzed by Sizik, but you are also have 4 guards just kind of grapple onto you. You are considered grappled for the sake of doing that. And therefore that is that. They will not do anything yet because they are waiting on their commander, obviously, to issue an extra order. But that will be Altrix and the other 4 guards are kind of at the point where they're about to draw weapons, but haven't done yet, just in case the situation kind of de-escalates. But Altrix and or Pura, that is up to the both of you.
While this whole commotion is going on, can I try to like make my blood like evaporate in the tube?
In the tube? I'll let you attempt. It will not be easy to accomplish that. But yes, if you want to, you can make a Constitution check for me.
Oh.
How does one evaporate blood?
Yeah, blood is a Constitution thing. You don't often make Constitution checks, but that's one of those things.
They're a blood magic man.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like would I just add my con modifier?
Add your con, your con mod, not your save mod, just your regular con mod.
Sure, could I do enhance ability before that?
That's a spell.
That is a
It'd
spell.
be a spell too, so no. Okay.
So yeah, I was going to consider both of these actions, so no.
No, okay.
If I may, as I am on the same initiative.
Yeah.
On my turn, I want to... Let me double check this here. I think I action throw guidance on Pura.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action, kind of under the guise of that guidance, I'm going to hex the commander for wisdom.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
And just kind of, look, he's frozen, just, take your blood and, let's get it over with, yeah?
Okay. All right, and Pura, you are under the effects of guidance, so you can add that modifier to your roll.
It's just a D4 now?
Yeah.
Okay. That would be a 15.
15. Okay. You feel like you have the ability to actually go through with what you're trying to do, but in this crazy commotion, you're a little too distracted to actually force that change to occur, and it is not a success.
Oh.
But you do feel like you at least could possibly do that in the future at some point. But Altrix, anything else on your turn?
That's action, bonus action.
Okay. All right, Marek, in that case, it is you, although you are paralyzed and also
I can roll for wisdom to break.
At the end of your turn.
At the end of your turn, yes, you can. Which I
Okay,
guess
well,
that is now the end of your turn.
I would
So
immediately go to the end of my turn because I can't do anything.
Yes, you can.
So, what's the DC?
What would you roll?
I asked you first.
It's a 17.
Yeah.
I got a what's it called? I didn't even add my mod, but it's a 19. I got a 19 before that, so
Okay.
I'm now free of mental
you're free
anguish.
of paralysis.
Mental anguish, yeah.
You're free of paralysis. You are not free of being grappled by 4 people.
That'll be next turn.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. In that case, she is going to... You've caught me on a good day. Go ahead and take his blood sample and we'll leave. And so one of the guards will just kind of prick your finger and go ahead and take a vial from you right there since you are restrained. The girl went out back. Go get her. And one of the guards walks through all of you, opens the door. Genevieve, he is right there. You can run if you'd like to. Up to you.
Ouch.
Sorry.
She had a
That eye can
staff
see
with
a
a
lot of
giant
things.
eye.
Yeah, that eye can see a lot of things.
I've really got to go pee. Can I at least pee? Needles and blood make me really, really queasy, and I will genuinely piss myself if you do this right now. Can I pee? Please, you can stand outside the door. I don't care. That's fine.
It's gonna flush all her blood.
I would have you roll proficiency, but there's no chance here. He is going to take your blood. And so, hi. Okay. So he was going to walk up to you. I'm very sorry, ma'am. And he will go ahead and prick your finger or whatever is closest to him and take a vial. Go to the bathroom now. And he will turn around and head back towards the main foyer. Got it. Well, we will be on our leave then. Thank you very
You
much
gotta
for complying.
commit to the bit, Genevieve.
And
Can
as
I
a-
piss myself?
Yes. Yes. As a future reminder, any attempt to deny compliance with Gilded Order standards or policies will be met with far more severe action than this. Have a good day. And she will turn and they will all leave.
Before you go, ma'am.
She doesn't
If
even
I-
turn around. She just stops in the doorway.
If I ever have need of contacting you in the future, what would be the best way to do so?
I can take sendings, I can take letters, or I'm also located on the 10th floor of Consilas Keep.
10th floor, Consilas Keep. Wonderful. Thank you.
Of course. And then out the door she goes.
I understand you're new here. We don't need this kind of heat on us right now. I understand
also-
not liking.
Don't need people taking my blood. I gave you my blood because I am choosing to trust you. I do not
Yes.
trust them.
Neither
Whenever
do
we
I.
talk with the government of this town, she goes first, right?
Oh, absolutely.
For sure.
But we've just
Sure.
arrived. We've been here less than a day, and we still are trying to understand the current circumstances of their hold on the city. Marek already got in trouble with them earlier today, and what y'all just did is definitely not going to help us in the long run.
Yes, we are
I-
trying to be on their good side, so to speak. I was under the impression that we were going to use our current standing as heroes of the city, as well as our ties back in Provenere and
We're in Provenere.
our ties back in Finere and our pseudo ties in Bruntero to effectively,
And your girlfriend and Oshi Lester.
yes, and our ties in Finere to hopefully take care of this situation more officially. I'd rather not go down the route we did back in Bruntero.
I don't know what route y'all ended up doing in Bruntero.
We blew up one of
But-
our friends' houses.
That's
We
I believe
did
that
not
was-
do
I
that.
believe that was Owen's mother who did that.
They
Yeah.
did that to themselves. In
Oh,
fact,
we also got
regardless.
a lot of money from
Regardless. As we're getting to know each other here, someone taking our blood and being able to track how we're using our magic sounds like a way of entrapment, including God knows what else. And I don't like the feeling of being trapped or being watched or any of the above. So don't mind
You
me
think any of
if
us
I'm
do?
trying.
The
Listen.
issue is not we are doing it because we trust them. We're doing it because we have to. And in this line of work, you're going to have to do things you don't like.
Right. Like caring for people, right? Because you don't like that. like you had mentioned
What?
earlier. Do
No,
you?
I love people. Helping them is
Right.
makes your heart feel nice.
Yeah, you choose to help people, though, if you're
I
not being
try
paid.
to.
Awesome.
I
Right.
understand.
Sizik, are you
your-
feeling all right?
Oh, quite wonderful. I got rid of
Because
the
I feel
stick.
like this is a sharp contrast to this morning.
Yes, I got rid of the stick.
Yeah, you notice how he's scepterless now?
He's stickless.
Are you still cold?
Okay.
No.
Genevieve,
I
I
still don't care about
understand.
everybody. That doesn't change my opinion.
Yeah,
You care
that's
about
too
the
much to process
Sizik.
right now. All right.
No, she said she does not care about anybody. Take it at face value.
Look, here's the current situation. We cannot single-handedly march down to Consilas Keep and destroy this Gilded Order. Can't do that. Not on the table. All right? So, we're all going to play nice and not get in any trouble as we, figure out exactly what the plan is. Okay? Now, I agree. I do not like giving them our blood. I thought several ways of how do we get out of this. And at the end of the day, the simplest thing to do is just give it to them, and maybe we'll destroy the samples later or something. I don't know. But what we need to do now is figure out exactly what our situation is and what our options are. Miss Burrows.
She takes a deep breath as she's looking over the situation. Yes.
Regarding the creation of a house, what exactly does that entail, and what exactly does that benefit?
Well, it would require us to submit the formal paperwork to the Gilded Order, who is overseeing all the paper flow in Provenaria on the legal side, to get our name, whatever name that chose to be, Lorem Ipsum if you so choose, or someone else's last name, or whatever you pick. It would officially put us in a position of a more nobility perspective. Now, we're not a noble house. We don't have any renown currently, but we have enough big people in the city of Provenaria know who we are, or at least what we're affiliated with, and at least some of our beliefs. Becoming a house means taking a stance for a particular thing or group of ideologies, and we become recognized in the city. I will note that the houses that have opposed the Gilded Order, to my knowledge, have been unjustly targeted by Gilded Order raids and crackdowns of information, to the point that they have been forced a little bit underground. We had a couple of connections that we kind of lost, notably because we just don't have the network or people that work for us that have any connection with us that can act as little birds throughout the city and spread information. But becoming a house would entail perhaps gaining authorization, or at least access, to gather more information across the city and make formal alliances and agreements with other noble houses for certain causes. There's obviously a bit of profit that could come from that as well as holding a little bit more sway with some of the things that are happening. Granted, the current times may damper that a little bit.
Well, I know what I'm in favor for.
We will.
Sure, why not?
We will do. Either is fine. There's no pressure. She looks over to you, Marek, and then to Genevieve. I do apologize. This is roughly how my first encounter with Inquisitor Rosanna Rocket went as well. A little bit less violent, but still very forceful.
Happens. Just gotta know who you can count on and who you can't.
Right.
Look, if we are going to establish a house, I do think it is best we take a stance that is not directly opposed to the Gilded Order.
How would that help us going against the Gilded Order?
I never said indirectly. Perhaps a stance of the restoration of the advisory.
Oh, actually,
Well, that would put the Gilded
Something
Order
that
out of a
is
job. So
not necessarily out of a job, at least not initially. Again, don't want to come out too heavy-handed. But I believe the restoration of the advisory will severely limit their power. Putting someone above them, and someone we could trust, would be a significant step.
By advisory, are you referring to the former supervisory?
Yes, supervisory. My apologies.
No. Unfortunately, the Gilded Order was created under the direction of the supervisory. Only one of their 4 members opposed the initial creation of the Gilded Order, but he complied anyway, to my knowledge.
Exactly.
Or
So,
was
as it
forced.
stands, the Gilded Order acts with the authority of the supervisory, especially with them not being around anymore.
Yes.
As such, I believe it should be our house's objective to see to it that the people are reinstated into those positions.
Technically, the supervisory still exist. They're just not here.
Exactly.
I understand.
Not
what you're going
acting.
for. Right. Again, to my knowledge, as the update that I gave you this morning, they were called away on business in their own respective nations that kind of superseded their business here. But whether they return or not is beyond my understanding of current plans. I just don't have access to that knowledge.
So, while it is unknown as to their return, why does we not make it our house's objective to see to it the honorary appointment of new members to act in their stead?
It certainly is a noble task, but it will not be easy. Again, we don't have particularly any major sway within the city of Provenere. We have a few loose connections with some of the noble houses of the former council members, but even then, we've lost a lot of contact with them, and it could be quite a long and arduous task of doing what you're suggesting. That does not mean it is impossible, but it will be difficult, and there is no guarantee it will work either.
Well, that's just the nature of engineering, isn't it?
I'm not an engineer,
Before we
but I
try-
suppose.
before we try and establish ourselves as a house, if that is what we all agree on, it'd be best to figure out who we can get connections with, who are allies, and therefore boost ourselves further up the totem pole if and when that happens. We've already got connections with your girlfriend and the Chancellor and Oshivester, so perhaps reaching out to them before doing so and seeing if we can get their favor can help or not. There are also houses in Phyrexia that could hold some sway. I don't know about any of the other surrounding cities, but it's best to go about this more methodically as opposed to just right now.
We still carry a signet of the House Dazov that we could
I
use,
don't know if
but
that's the best idea.
we shall use it sparingly, I believe. At the end of the day, we will need favor of both sides to make decisions in the city, or it is the most foolish form of government I have seen in all our journeys. And that's above the rock.
Well, when you have a cult to compare it to, yeah.
Call it whatever you will, it was much better than this.
People
By
were
how much?
lobotomized for not agreeing.
Thank you, Paloma.
That is not exactly true. However, I think it's fair to say a similar process is occurring here.
So, is that a confirmation on beginning to initiate the paperwork for house reorganization, or would you like to take care of some connection matters first?
I have written a letter.
We're in no rush, so.
I will begin contact with Oshuvester and Hydroxylvexin.
Very well. Well, I'm
Probably
probably not going to
best to do
sleep.
that outside
So,
the city. Well, you didn't sleep earlier today, like I told you to. So you
no,
better
as you can see, I have other bigger problems to worry about.
delegate.
Respectively, I am. And she will nod and then proceed back into her office and let all of you. You're still in the foyer, so you can all kind of disperse throughout the house if you'd like to.
I would like to go to the storehouse.
Sure.
Genevieve is going to hastily just go out the front door. And then
Okay.
I will make a decision where she goes after that.
Sure. Okay. Pura, you find yourself in the storehouse where the halfling Mr. Talik Hobbentrack is here. His handlebar mustache looking as fine as ever as he nods to you and doesn't really say anything. Again, he doesn't seem to be a very talkative person, just is going back to looking at a list of inventory items.
Hey, long time no see.
Yes, sir.
How's it been going?
Oh, it's been all right. I sold your items. I take it Marigold got you that funding, correct?
Mhm.
Wonderful. We still
She
have
did.
some stock supplies available. I will admit the dwindling economic status of the city has been quite a doozy to deal with. But everything is going okay, I suppose.
How is the alcohol, I guess, market right now?
All markets are bad.
All of them? So
But
there's
just
not
when I
enough-
think it's bad, it gets worse. So I'm trying to be optimistic.
So is there something else that we should invest in, I guess, and start stockpiling other than alcohol?
You know, a couple of my acquaintances across the city have tried to sway my investing in mind. I, of course, would rather confer, of course, with you and the rest of all of you before I made any hasty decisions, because the only market that seems to be going up in value right now is the Gilded Order. The one that's
You
causing
mean-
all the other markets to fall apart.
The Guild Order has their own market, or they are just...
No, they seem to be looking for financial backers that will fund various exploits and expeditions across the city. There are a number of major investment opportunities within the Gilded Order with a huge market for interest, with a massive margin of index. But I don't know if I can financially support something that I despise.
I see. Do you have any names from any of these financial backers that you have come across in your dealings?
Well, I know some of the former noble houses of Provenary have backed some individuals, but I don't have particular names as they don't publicly make that knowledge available. So I can look into it if you're interested, though research is not particularly my forte.
Well,
so I can try.
what I'm
but-
thinking is that you keep trying to, exchange and stockpile alcohol, but maybe focus more towards the, wealthier side of town and see what information you can get doing that.
I can do my best. Do you have any available funds you'd like me to purchase any
Yes.
product with?
What's the max amount that I can give them?
I was just about to look it up. You're beating me to it.
Mhm.
Give me one moment. I'll pull it up.
How much do you got?
How much? No, it's not that. That's not the correct answer.
There's like a cap.
Because you have reached level 9, the value has increased to 2,000 gold pieces.
So I give them 2,000 and then he doubles it.
Not doubles it. You get a percentage back.
But just
He
back.
doubles it and gives it to the next guy.
Starts doubling when you reach level 17.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, totally fair.
Which,
So, how much would you like to contribute?
1,000 gold pieces.
All right.
1,000.
All right. Well, I will get right to. You hand that to him.
Yep.
Okay. All right. I will get right to work on that. I will admit it is a little bit later in the afternoon. Currently, most of the markets will be closed, so I'll get right on that tomorrow morning.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. Anything else, sir?
And you weren't able to find any information to last time that I told you to go and buy more alcohol.
Remind me what you asked him, Jared.
I thought I asked him to make connections and try to.
Oh yes. No. The Gilded Order has made it quite difficult to form any friendships because everybody is on edge about their neighbors, possibly, and coworkers being terrorists. So that's bad for business, and it's been very demeaning to try to make new connections. But I will do my best to get the upper echelon of the city in with some good alcohol. I did buy you a good bottle, though.
Oh.
So,
What is it?
he hands you a bottle of Chardonnay.
Oh. This looks really good. Thank you.
Yes, it was quite delicious. Unopened. It's been aged for 250 years, so I do hope that you will find quite a benefit out of it.
Wow. I think I'm going to have to save this one and not just drink it all up.
That would be my advice, sir.
Yeah.
Anyway, I will get to work on this in the morning. Have a good rest of your evening.
You too.
Okay. Anybody else? Genevieve, as you exit the coastal chateau, make it to the front line, kind of before you get to the hedges that make up the front end of the property. Do you stay on property or do you vanish somewhere else?
I'm gonna start kind of checking my things, see what I've got on me.
Sure.
And I realize that I have a few things on me, but I'm attuned to them, so they're gonna stay on me. But I take a deep breath and I go off property.
Okay, understood. Any particular place you're headed?
Can I get a general idea of where that fun lady and her entourage were going?
Yes.
Probably back to where we just came from.
Yes, you can gather that pretty openly.
How much time has passed since they left?
It's been probably 10 minutes or so, maybe even less.
Okay. Just, for shits and gigs, I'm gonna see if I can taking some kind of shady little corners and stuff, if I can catch up with them, not super close, but enough to see them from afar. And if I don't end up doing that, that's fine.
Okay, totally fair. All right, I will get back to you in just a moment, and I will ask the rest of you if there's anything in particular any of you are doing.
Altrix wanted to check in with the librarian.
Okay. Yes. Savara Quillshade is settling down, taking a deep breath. Again, she witnessed all of this happen. Just kind of had to stand on the side. But she has made her way back to the library itself, began to set up her desk again, clean off the dust a little bit. Yes, sir. You wanted to see me. I'm sure you are interested in the notes that I have.
Yes.
Yes, I did a little bit of research on Silvar Adranis, the individual who purchased the artifact titled SOS that you told me about. Information for you is that he was last known to be in the city of Archaeum. He was also apparently tied to an organization known as the Velvet Cog, and he also seems to have a quite lengthy history with the three color rings of the city of Archaeum, which is more specifically the Altripol, the Dondre, and the Zeiros.
Interesting.
Where the fuck is Arcane?
You went through it. You got a vote from there after Aethrin.
I see it.
Yeah, you got it.
Interesting. Anything
Yes,
else?
No, that was the three most pertinent pieces of information I was able to gather.
Very well.
Is there anything you'd like me to research going forward, now that I'm back in my actual job?
There was a theft at the university. Individuals disguised as the Gilded Order went in and used it to access the vaults, stealing several items, among which is a book, a spell book, I believe, one of significant power. Right now, there are simply rumors regarding former members of the council being involved, but who's to say at this time?
Okay, so what exactly would you like me to investigate?
Try and find a lead on who was involved, what organization, and exactly where this book ended up.
I will do my best. Unfortunately, I can't make any promises I'll find anything, just because information gathering of that caliber would likely put me in direct crossing with the Gilded Order, and unfortunately, I really do not want to cross their path again.
Well, I understand. Do what you can.
Of course. I will get right on it.
And if that's all, Altrix will begin crafting.
Okay, very well. Anybody else have particular assignments for Bastion purposes? Both the workshop, smithy, barrack, arcane study, and are all available to give orders to if anybody's interested in that.
I take it Altrix goes to his room.
Smithy, we just have to make a set of full plate.
Yeah, you can.
Yep.
I take it Altrix heads to his room.
Basically.
About 30 minutes would go by before Vellmon comes and knocks at your door.
Coming.
I see you're crafting again.
That I am. What can I do
Same
for?
as- It's about what you can do for me, more what you can do for you and your family. I understand you've got a mindset of having to keep everyone safe and protected, but you're going to lose out on a whole lot more of your life. Just locked away in your room, hours tinkering. You haven't seen your family in months. You haven't seen them in like a year, multiple years. Saw them for just a little bit. We sent them off to Provenere, and you've barely seen them or talked to them since you've been back. And you've hardly spoken to your mother, who's been with us all the way to Akadon and back. Grueling adventure that was. And since you've come back to life, you've also hardly talked to her. There's no telling what mess we're going to be getting ourselves into here in the near future. I'd suggest you go and spend what time you've already lost with them and make up for that now.
She didn't even look at me when I came back.
Can you blame her? Most of us could barely look at you. You were gone. Zeiros told us that you refused to come back to your body. Many of us cried. When Zeiros casted his spell, and we all pitched in to try and call you back, he said that you refused to come back. You were dead for quite a while, and many of us couldn't really accept it. I poured out to you, many others poured out the heart, and when you didn't come back, we brought you to the ship, and just before the moon came crashing down, you just came back as if nothing had ever happened, though a little physically changed. But we all went through grieving, and for you to just suddenly come back as if nothing ever happened, it's a bit jarring. And I can imagine what that is like for a mother to see her dead boy's son, or her son's dead body, being told that he refused to come back, and then for him to just suddenly spring back up as if nothing ever happened.
Look, I don't know what happened, but I do know this. That when I was dead, and I was given a choice to live, I took it. I chose to live.
What offered that choice?
It's hard to say when you don't have eyes, ears, or a body. I don't really understand. It's like a dream you can't quite remember. But look, I don't know what happened. And I don't know what to do now. So this is what I know. My mother won't even look at me the same for something I don't truly understand why. So who's to say my siblings or my father aren't the same? I don't know what's wrong. I don't know why it's wrong. According to Zeiros, again, I don't have a soul, apparently. Whatever that means. What I do know is this. I'm still me. Same Altrix. And if anything, I feel better than ever.
None of us can explain what happened. Most of us haven't been around death in that way before. Hell, when Aidan died, we're still struggling to understand that.
Oh, but Zeiros does, apparently. That they
Well,
were best buddies at some point.
Well, considering he is apparently a former god of death, I think he would have a little bit more knowledge on that area of expertise than any of us would.
Well,
considering he kind of eats souls.
Let me tell you this. I don't remember much. But I do know that this god of death wasn't there. So, can't be that powerful.
There for what?
And I was dead. this so-called these gods, these all-powerful beings, they always have a tendency to just never be around, don't they? You know.
Well, to be fair, I
It's
said
interesting about
former.
that.
He's not. I
Not
don't know.
Zeiros, this other one, the one that was watching us earlier, or whatever.
I'm not talking about them. They're not part of this conversation.
I'm simply saying that these gods are not all what they crack up to be, it seems.
These gods don't have anything to do with it. Or maybe they do. My point is, sure, we don't know what happened. But you are here, and I hope it is still you. This, even if you say or insist that it is. Forgive me, it is still hard to come to terms with it. But do you know what I promised you before we got to Arcus?
To protect my family.
Yes. And I am still doing my best to uphold that. Whether it's physically or emotionally. Your siblings are gonna, if you continue like this, are gonna grow up without their older brother. Your parents are gonna continue to live as if they did in Arcus when you had to flee, as if you just didn't exist and were gone from their lives. Down the wrench. Put down the hammer. Go spend time with them. I think you could spare 30 minutes a day at the minimum, aside from dinner and breakfast, to spend time with your family. Because believe me, once they're gone, you don't get them back. And that's something you don't want to lose. And I will walk out.
About the time that Vellmon closes the door, the latch snaps shut. Altrix, you hear a ringing sound. Do you know what tinnitus is?
Yeah.
Yeah, that ringing in your ears. It's like that. It's this persistent buzz, a hum almost, of this distant ringing. There is an odd familiarity to that sound, and yet is completely alien to you at the same time. You've yet never heard it before, and yet been so close that it's been right there. Perhaps something that happened when you died might be the explanation. But something, somewhere, is trying to get your attention. Elsewhere, though, Genevieve, as you are vanishing into the city, following after them, by the time you catch up, they have already made it to Pensidas Keep. It is not that far of a walk. It takes 5-10 minutes, maybe at max, to get from the coastal chateau there. So you kind of see them as they enter, but that is about the last that you can catch them. Is there anything you'd like to do from there?
He's kind of sink into an alleyway and just kind of her back slides against, I'm assuming what's brick walls. And the anger she was feeling from the violation of blood being taken from her turns into this boiling effect of panic that is rising and rising and rising. And then it boils over, and her hands go numb, and she feels her face go really hot, and she can't breathe, and she's gasping, trying to grab onto air as it's escaping her. And the world feels like it's caving in. And she has no idea what to do from here. She doesn't know where to turn. And she is truly panicking.
And as panic sets in, a panic attack overtakes you as you lean kind of against the side of Kansai's Keep, a little bit tucked away in the bushes and the shrubs of the trees of the surrounding landscape. Gasping for air, you feel something else inside of you that 100% could handle whatever this pain is. That maybe even would have an idea. But unfortunately, it seems just beyond your reach every time you grasp for it. And you sit there and sulk, and pain and panic gives way to tears. And you just kind of collapse onto the ground against the side of Kansai's Keep. And I think that's a good time to end our episode. Scattered across Provenere, as each of us have lots of things to contemplate after recent events, and even more work ahead of us to take care of. But until next time, that's all for tonight's episode of Arcane Adventures. And as a reminder, the adventure does in fact continue, and we'll see you next time. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.